Before we begin today's broadcast, we would like to take a moment to thank our supporters on patreon.com/howdyfolks, whose support helps make live streams like this possible. If you want to become a patron supporter, head over to patreon.com/howdyfolks today. And now, without further ado, let's begin the show.
Howdy there, folks! My name is Reese, and welcome back to another video. Yeah, pardon me, burping. I was saying in the chat before we started that I was trying to get all the burps out before we started, and it didn't work. I got a shirt now, though, so I can remember what my lines are, and we won't have any more awkward moments at the start of streams where I forget who I am, what I'm doing, and to say hello to people. So that's great. You can also get one of these if you have trouble remembering that your name is Reese. They are on the store. Links in the description, unless you're on Twitch, which is the only place I'm currently live due to Twitch's ridiculous restrictions on the affiliate program. I need to add a link on there. I'll do it. But if you're watching the archive on YouTube after the fact, there will be a link in the description to the merch store. Thank you very much. Thank you. I see that Rondo has joined the chat and has beaten Critical today in a mere 13 hours. Very impressive. Very impressive. Thank you for the compliment on the shirt, Hazard Creeper. Thank you very much. All right. So, enough FNAFL, whatever that means. Today, we are going to the world of the pirates, and we're going to have a grand old time. So I've gone back and 100%ed Monsters and had a bit of free time. Last night, I couldn't stream because my internet was out, so I decided to shunt it off to tonight instead, and we're still going to stream this again tomorrow morning, so if we don't get very far into the Pirates world tonight, because it's a bit of a longer one from what I remember, we might just pick it up again tomorrow. My plan, though, was to stream this last night, and instead I decided to... What are the words that I'm trying to say? Last night I decided to play the game instead of streaming or recording or anything like that. And so I just played the game in my free time. I 100%ed some worlds, and I went through and got a bunch of pictures for the Moogles, because I didn't do that in my first playthrough. And the Moogles request you to take pictures of really mundane things like fires, and in return, they'll give you new objects that you can build inside of their shops, which is a bit strange. That would be like if Walmart said, hey, if you go and you take a picture of your fireplace and bring it to us, we'll let you buy more things from us. It's a bit weird. Although, granted, you don't buy the things you build in the shop unless you're buying ingredients. And that's their plan. That is their plan. They're like, yeah, you can use our equipment to construct things for free, but, you know, if you need any extra materials, we've got some in the chest over here for a very fair price. Yes, you can collect them for free out in the wilderness yourself by blowing up asteroids or hacking those heartless, but that's a hassle. That takes effort. Wouldn't you much rather just buy it from us? And the answer is usually yes if I can, but you can't always. Also, yarr, ingredients, says Hazard Creeper. I should have been a pirate.
Look out, me heart is your home, and to the locker that sparrow can find. Look out, me heart is your home.
Now, isn't the Kingdom Hearts 2, when you meet the pirates, isn't that based around the first Kingdom Hearts movie? And then this one is inexplicably based around the third one for reasons that are as of yet unexplained to me. Why not the second one? I guess because this is like the penultimate Kingdom Hearts game, and you want to end on the last the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie in the trilogy, and then there was 2 more afterward, but that's the last one, really. Although I didn't mind the 5th one. The 5th one is still more of like its own little spin-off. It takes place in the same world, it's got the same characters, but what does it actually have to do with everything that came before? Will Turner has a grown son now? Yeah, okay, that's sure. We'll follow him on his adventure. I see what you're trying to do, Disney. You're trying to sell us on these new heroes. You think you're going to launch a whole new trilogy. Well, I got news for you. I'd be down for it. I liked them. The 2 new leads were great. Barbossa dying at the end, unnecessary. I did like his line, your treasure. That touched me in my heart both times I saw that movie. I saw that movie in theaters twice. Once for fun, and then again with my nieces, which was arguably more fun. So, it was pretty stellar. If they did the second movie, the world would have been a cliffhanger. Oh, you make a good point there, Rondo. And I guess if they paired the 2 together, it would have gone too long.
'Cause we get to be pirates again.
Yep, you always did like this world.
How could anyone not?
I was actually spoiled on the fact that Pirates of the Caribbean would be in one of the previous games by the Pirates of the Caribbean trailer for the third game. Because I don't even know if I was playing the games at the time that trailer was released. I must have been. But the trailer release where they were talking about, like, oh, you always liked this world, Sora. And so I was waiting. I was like, Pirates is going to show up at some point. And then I didn't have to wait long. It was literally in the second game. And the order I played them in was 1, and then 2. And I always think that there's a big gap between those, but there wasn't. There was a very brief period of time in which we watched some movies. What did we watch? We watched 358 over 12.2 divided by 6. We did a Let's Watch of that. I feel like we did 2 Let's Watches, though. I can't remember what the other one was. What was the other one? Hal, maybe you'll remember. That's the confirmed reason? Checks out. Definitely checks out. Hal has only seen the first Pirates movie. I think it's probably the best one, the first one, so you're not really missing out. My personal favorite is the second one. But that is a very subjective opinion. I think if you were to look at them objectively, the first one is the best one. And I think it stands on its own as a movie the best. It's a trilogy with 2 and 3, but it doesn't try to set up a trilogy. It just sort of ends, and you're satisfied with how it ends, and you can see where all the different characters are going to go, and it's just a nice conclusion. It does not win any of the Game Is On awards from the Weekly Planet. The Weekly Planet wasn't even a thing at the time, unfortunately. Oh, right, we have to chase crabs with Jack or something. Discussed Recom, and then Let's Watch 358. The next day moved on to Kingdom Hearts 2. I coulda swore we did something else between the two. Although I guess it's all in the playlist. There is a playlist on the YouTube. I can just go check that right now. Just to confirm. Not saying you're wrong or you're lying. Just want to confirm. Why is the second your favorite? I really like the character of Davy Jones. I thought that he was really good. I like the story. It goes into some different weird places, which it introduces a lot of additional lore that I think the first one was kind of missing out on. What the heck? There are 69 Kingdom Hearts videos in the Kingdom Hearts franchise playlist.
A ship.
No, okay. Oh! What? We did just... You're right, Hal. So what am I thinking of? I've never played Kingdom Hearts 2. Okay, we went right into Birth by Sleep. And then right into Dream Drop Distance. And then Kingdom Hearts 02 Birth by Sleep. And then right into Kingdom Hearts 3 Crowd Mode. With Magic Focus is the name of the first episode in this. I think there's a couple of... Yeah, I need to check this playlist. This playlist is incorrect. Currently, it's got 1, 2, 2, 3. So, for some reason, Megadesk is in there twice. The Megadesk and Little Chef episodes. And then OBS not responding is in there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to triple check the Kingdom Hearts franchise playlist and get that working correctly. I think they are also broken down by the individual games. So there is a Kingdom Hearts 7 playlist, and it appears to be accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're good to go there. And I think all the other ones are fine. Yeah. I assume. I'm not going to check it right now, because I finally get to play the game with... I think this is real Jack at the moment, for the time being. Also, this monitor is way blown out. I keep talking about that and saying one of these days I'll change it. I don't think we have to get rid of them, though, Goofy. From what I remember, we can just keep running. And as long as we make it to the ship, what's happening behind us is irrelevant. I think that was my plan last time, was to just run, roll occasionally, and you can make it. There's nothing stopping you. Follow your dreams, friends. The Death of So Mecha, it took 2 episodes in the playlist. That's what we call a mega disc, man. That's what we call them. If it takes up more than 2 episodes in the playlist, it's officially a mega disc. I saw someone else did, I think it was Epos Vox, did a mega disc, which was cool. I was under the impression that I had coined the term, but then I realized that that was a very common term, and there's no way I'm the first person to have ever thought of it. Do I have to fight these guys? I guess we've reached the ship, so they must be fought at this point. I think there's a trick to beating them. I think you're supposed to, like, block one of them. But this ain't no crit mode. We're just playing on hard. So we'll just, you know, beat the snot out of them. Or is it proud mode? I don't feel very proud. I certainly don't feel very proud going into this blaster cart doohickey. What did you miss, Hazard Creeper? We're inside of Buzz Lightyear blasters in an endless void that I think is supposed to be Purgatory, with a pirate ship and some guys on chains attacking us with giant swords at a RuneScape. So that's what you missed. I don't know what part of that you weren't here for, but that's a pretty good summary of everything going on right now. Welcome to Kingdom Hearts. This is actually pretty standard. Crit mode. I want to do a crit mode playthrough. I want to give it some time, though. I want to rest on it a bit. I don't want to jump right back into the game. Looks like Minecraft Infinity Room. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I still want to go back to the first game. I really want to go back to game 1 and 2. Maybe the side games at some point. The non-numbered titles. But 1 and 2 in particular I want to go back to. And give them another playthrough now that I know more about the lore. Things will be more meaningful. And then also, I'd like to think I've gotten better at the game. I'd like to think that I've learned with every installment. What I've actually done is just found the exploits and exploited them. You know, if we go back to Dream Drop Distance, I know how to jump into a wall, jump out of the wall, and smash the ground repeatedly until everything is dead. So, I think I could probably do crit on that. That could be fun. If I did do 2, I'd probably want to do it on crit as well. Definitely not as a live stream, because that would be frustrating to watch, and I feel like the pressure of it all, of knowing people are watching me die repeatedly, would be too much to bear. And then, of course, the first game just has proud mode. But my gosh, the proud mode in that game. I've watched people play it. It's insane. You haven't even beaten Recom? No, I haven't. It's on a shelf back there. I don't think you can see it right now. It's over there. I'll get around to it. I sort of already know the story. You know, I watched it all the way through. And I got to a point in the game where what was I doing? Running? I think I was running. And it was very annoying, and I kept dying. And I closed my DS, and I said, I'll get back to this later. And then things started happening on the Nintendo Switch. And they started happening, they hadn't stopped happening, and they just keep happening, and I'm just playing a lot of Nintendo Switch these days. Picked up Final Fantasy VII on it. It's a lot of fun. It's really good. We just well, spoilers for Final Fantasy VII, up to the point where I'm at, is we just rescued Aerith, or Aerith in my game. I believe that's what she was called in Japan, and then I think Aerith everywhere else. Just rescued Aerith from the I forgot what that was called. The Corporation. And Sephiroth killed the president, and his son is taking over.
Well,
yeah, I'm into pirate girls, let me tell you.
But I never thought I'd find you here.
Cutscenes and Riku's mode are the only real redeem. Chain of Memories. I was thinking of Recoded, Halrondo. For some reason, I read Recom as Recoded. Obviously, Chain of Memories is not on the. It's not on the DS. Yeah, Chain of Memory. I played the opening hour. I feel like I got the idea. I just did not enjoy the mechanics of the game at all. And I don't want to suffer through it. But I do know the story. I've watched plenty of people talk about the story, so I get the idea.
Out and about, eh? You had an agreeable sense of the macabre to any delirium.
He thinks we're a hallucination.
I think that about most things in my life.
Jack, this is real. We're here. We've come to rescue you.
Huh?
This is one of the worlds where, especially in the cutscenes, the animation is just incredible. It's one thing when you look at Frozen and it's almost, you know, one-for-one recreation and it looks really good. But, I mean, these are real people and they look incredible. Particularly when they zoom in on the face. It's so good.
And he must be stopped. The brethren caught his cold.
Kingdom Hearts is completely complicated? It's not. It's real straightforward. Real straightforward.
Everything's gone to pot.
I'm lost. What's going on?
Well, Sounds to me like this Beckett fella they mentioned is trying to conquer the ocean.
You can't rule the ocean. It's all wet. You'll try to, like, get it under your control, and your hands will just slip through it. Next thing you know, you're doggy paddling. I tried.
Fierce. And you need a crew.
Why should I sail with any of you? 4 of you have tried to annihilate me.
Jack, we're on your side.
Aye, so you are, mates. I never could have caught the pill without you. Sora, Donald, Goofy, you're hired.
Hey, we're on the crew, everyone. I really like having this additional chair over here because it's given me something to rest my arm on during cutscenes. I can just kind of sit here with my arm because that's how I drive. This exactly like this. Gonna take my horse to the Old Town Road. I'm not that though.
Jack, which way you going, Jack?
So how Rondo says that the Kingdom Hearts lore is so straightforward. His explanation Google Doc is 20 pages long, and he's only gotten to 358. Whew, boy. I can summarize it pretty quickly here for you. I can break it down real simple. Long ago, the world was whole, and everyone lived together in harmony. But then, the Fire Nation attacked, and the Fire Lord used shadow magic to split the world into 1,000 pieces, and all those different pieces went floating through the outer sky, and the Keyblade wielders, the only benders who could wield the Keyblades, decided to go on a quest to reassemble the world, but then Sephiroth killed them all. And that's pretty much it. Then you start off as playing as a character called Kairi. You're in your house, you got Riku and Sora are your brothers, and you go for a race on a beach, and the next thing you know, you're fighting shadow magic. It's really straightforward. It's really straightforward. What am I doing? What is my goal? Am I about to go fight some guys? Here's a fun fact. There's a real easy way in this game to take down enemy ships that I didn't realize for the longest time during this world. You just shoot for the little orbs. When you hit the little orbs, that's what causes the most damage, and that's what brings them down. So if you go back and watch my original series, it might even be in there the moment where I realized how it's supposed to work, but you see what I mean. You see what I mean. You make contact with them and you annihilate them. That's the way to do it. You can get... the battle gates in the Lost World are kind of the best way to level, from what I know. But if you want to level prior to that, you can do what I did, and you can just come to this world and destroy ships for about an hour, and you will level up like crazy. You get a ton of XP from it. Hazard Creeper says, my knowledge of Kingdom Hearts is a cartoon duck and dog and anime boy, anime boy, go on adventures to fight these people who don't have hearts for some reason, and boom, 1 million hours of gameplay. It might actually be 100 million. Without commas between the zeros, it all just looks like one number to me. And that is a fair enough understanding, how Rondo says, and that's true. That pretty much summarizes it. Well, it's not really they're fighting people without hearts. The Heartless technically have hearts.
And what did Jack ever do to him?
Why are they called the Heartless? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, the Heartless don't have hearts. No, yeah, they are. So you stab someone with a Keyblade and unlock their hearts. Well, that's what Sora does. So I guess the darkness consumes you, and then your heart becomes a Heartless, even though it has a heart. And then your body becomes a nobody because you don't have a heart, even though you have a body. But then sometimes also you have all of your memories, and you can join Organization 13. But do you want to? That's the question of 358 over 12 divided by 6. Do you want to? Also, that works. 358 over 12 divided by 6 is technically 358 over 2. It wasn't even intentional.
But if Jones learned that witty Jack cheat that fate, him gonna punish Jack even worse. And Jack's friends too.
It's actually due to a lack of context to when they named them. Look up the Ansem reports from Kingdom Hearts 1. Rondo, you asked me to find and read the Ansem reports in Kingdom Hearts 1, and I think I read 4 of them. And I read them in my best Ansem voice, which was just old man voice. I have begun to research. I think it was that one. I have begun to research the Heartless. Sounds a bit like Iroth.
Not you.
That's a bit mysterious there, isn't it?
But Jack be scared. He want to be free of his debt to Davy Jones.
I love these exposition dumps. Again, it's one of the main things. What is his face doing?
It be a chest where Davy Jones lock away the part of him that hurt.
One of my main complaint with this game is the sheer amount of expositional cutscenes.
But not enough to cause him to...
I was very invested the first time I played this game. I listened to every cutscene. I was totally engrossed in the story. Second time through, I don't have the patience for it. I would much rather talk about literally anything else. Have you folks seen my earbuds? These are Apple earbuds. Nothing special. They've got the controls on them for volume, pausing, skipping, and they just nestle into your ears. The volume button doesn't work on these, possibly because the bottom of the cord is a bit frayed. It's seen better days, so I assume that that particular connection is no longer functional, and that's a bit of a hassle, but I will continue to use these when I'm not using my noise-proof headphones.
No more.
Stab me, stab me, stab me, and your heart becomes a heart. Then your heart goes bye-bye, and your body goes wow, 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 wow. And then you fight cartoon, dog, duck, and anime me boy. Hazard Creeper, that's accurate. That's exactly what happens.
Is a stride for all of us.
Oh, really? And what exactly are we striding towards?
Elrondo is explaining the Heartless in chat.
Luke, sir.
I'm going to have to track down and find all of the Ansem reports.
A hint of...
If I go back to Kingdom Hearts 1 and I record or play it again, and I do it on proud mode, it's going to be a full 100%. I'm going to try to fight the bosses. I'm going to take on Kurt Ziza, or Zisa, whatever his name was. I'm going to fight... who is in there? What's the Ansem, but he's a nobody.
All I desire
Ansem,
is
but
the
with an
freedom
X
to
in it.
continue my research.
What's his name?
Ansem the wise refused to nurture my talents, so I cast my lot with Xemnas.
That one. That one. I'm gonna fight him. It's gonna be great.
And you don't care how he uses your research?
Not in the slightest. All that concerns me is that I complete the perfect human vessel.
That's all well and good, but I know this world better than you. Kindly stay out of the way.
Oh, of course. Considering those pests have shown up, I'd hardly get anything done.
I already know what to do with the pests. Then you can resume your stuffy studies.
Ah, that's my boy. I'll be watching from the shadows.
So, Hazard, these are the guys who don't have hearts. They do, but their hearts are currently elsewhere. So these are nobodies. Now, contrary to what you might think, a nobody does in fact have a body, but it's a body without a heart. Why aren't they called heartless? Why aren't the heartless called nobodies? And some reports, apparently, is what you need to do there. Halrondo's got the explanation there in the chat. And including an explanation for the name of the gummy blocks. Could you share that one with us, Halrondo? Because I just assumed gummies... I thought it was going to be like a cross-promotional situation where when the game released, they also had gummy blocks you could go buy. And they were grape-flavored and... I almost said Pikachu-flavored, but that's not a type of fruit. Peach-flavored is what I meant to say. Peach, Pikachu, they sound very similar. But I guess that's not the case. It's a good... Disney, you're missing a marketing opportunity here. I would buy them. I'm sure Hal would buy them. Hazard Creeper probably wouldn't, because what's a gummy block? But I would buy two. I would eat one pack. I'd put the other pack on a shelf. Lest we forget, we still have this to open in the finale.
According to plan.
I've been holding on to this. There's a mystery character in there, and we're going to find out who it is at the end of this series. I'm feeling its body, and I cannot tell. There's absolutely no clues here. I'd hate to open it, though, and find out it's the rarest one, and I could have sold it on eBay for $1 billion. But now I've opened it, and it's just a Pete, and it's worthless, just like Pete is in these video games. And some credit to Mickey with the name. That checks out. Mickey would call them gummy blocks. I don't know, they look kind of gummy to me. Well, they're block-shaped. Let's call them gummy blocks. What do you think, Minnie? Alright, I'm gonna go on a big adventure now and not tell you, but I'm gonna leave a letter for my best friends. Wait, what did she say to him? I didn't know last time either. Hey, Mike095, welcome to the chat. Hi there, Mike095. Welcome to the chat. I'm so happy you were able to join us here today. I can't do it. Every so often I can do a good Donald, but then as soon as I do it, I forget how I did it. Donald Duck. Donald Duck. My Mickey Mouse is much more consistent. What do the duck and dog have to do with it? Hazard's asking. Give me a second. I remember this being a challenge. I gotta focus all of my attention right here. Okay, O to launch torpedoes. Square to do a barrel roll. Air stepping or ride the colored smoke trails. Alright, here we go. Gotta take this thing out. So we've got torpedoes. Neato. Stop that. And then we can also just shoot it. Is there any, like, problem with getting too close? Oh my gosh, this does not control well at all! Fire! Fire and continue to launch torpedoes. These little guys, though. These little guys. Hey, Hal, how is this in crit? I'm assuming you didn't have any trouble with it. But based on having watched me play these games, do you reckon I would? I did manage to beat it my first try when I played through the game. But it was a challenge. I think I came very close to dying a few times. Also, why are you not locked on? Oh, no! Oh, gosh, I gotta find that guy. You're my new... I like how easy these are to control, too. Presumably, they've got some form of artificial intelligence. And we're just jumping on their backs and forcing them to fight for us. Do I feel bad? Not even slightly. Why aren't they targeting the head? That's where I'm aiming them. Can I do a heal from up here? I guess I can. I don't need to. We're doing okay. I think these guys drop health when you kill them. Thanks for that hot tip there, Goofy! I couldn't tell. Where can I tell how many torpedoes I've got? Oh. Oh, hold on. Don't I need to jump on its back now? Oh, wait. What do I need to do here? I don't remember what I need to do here. Do I just need to hold on? Oh, I can't remember. I guess we need to do that up to its head. Oh, hi there, you. Oh, you're not happy about this, are you? I need to get on top of your head, though. Oh, no, just avoid danger. By pressing square. Sure, Mick, sure. Oh, square. Square to avoid danger. Oh, this is going well so far. We've taken very minimal damage. We're whacking him a lot. We're using the Arendelle Keyblade, because when I found... Oh, gosh. Get back on there and avoid danger. Kind of working. There's a shield, and I don't know where it came from. That wasn't on there a second ago. When I found a single piece of adamantium, or I think that's what it's called. Am I burning? I'm slowly burning. Oh, that was how I activated the shield before. I thought all that did was put me behind that thing where I wouldn't take damage. When I found adamantium, I could upgrade, you know, just one of the swords, and the Arendelle sword had the best stats with a magic focus. Even over the Happily Ever After Keyblade. Or Ever After Keyblade, I think it's actually called. So that's the one I went with. And it's been treating me good so far. Of course, I did go back, Hal. I meant to tell you this at the top of the stream. I did go back and I did the Arendelle sled competition thing. And I got all of the pieces for the Orichalcum Plus. So I'm on my way to getting that done eventually. So I need to jump off of there, heal, and get back on another one real quick. I'm sure there's a lot of fun stuff happening in the chat, guys. I'm gonna get back to it. Don't you even worry about it. I've just got to defeat this guy first. It's a real pain. How come sometimes I stop shooting? I want to keep shooting. That's doing the most consistent damage. I see. You can't fire torpedoes and shoot at the same time. I don't think I've got... I'm probably getting really hot tips for this right now that I cannot read. Oof! Nice. Close encounters. Walker Hound joined. Hey, what's up, Walker Hound? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Mickey is evil? I wouldn't say I'm evil. I'm just bent on world domination. Using business tactics. Like buying all the other studios. They can't compete with you if you own them. I can't wait to have my big crossover with Star Wars. When it's revealed that I was the Emperor all along. It's gonna be great. Alright, so we gotta do this number again. But now we know what to do. Hot tip, don't die? Hot tip, do better? Myco95, Walker Hound, thank you. I appreciate those tips. Did someone leave a tip, by the way? I just noticed that Myco95 left 10 bits, said... Oh, gosh. Don't die! Actually, they said, don't did Reese. Okay, well, definitely, for sure. Oh, did that pop up on screen, and did it make a sound? If it didn't make a sound, then we're having problems with our sound settings again. I definitely didn't hear it. I think I would have, unless it was just, you know, in the midst of combat. Open my sound settings here to make sure they're correct. They are correct. For once in a blue moon, they are correct. Speakers. Yeah, that's right. Okay, well, then...
Whoa, wait! Oh, no!
Disney owns Marvel and Fox Studios. We may see Rogue steal Captain Marvel's powers. Well, that would be interesting. Look at my long comment thing. Mickey leaves his wife without warning, leaves people helpless in the dark realm for years, and doesn't explain things until the most confusing moment. The true villain, everyone, says Halrondo. Yeah, look, I'm telling you, Mickey is actually Xehanort. At the end of the game, when you think Xehanort's had redemption, and he floats away to Key Heaven with Mark Hamill, Mickey is just in the background smiling because he's actually Xehanort the whole time. That's the big surprise.
We got to see them again.
That's eager to sail under Captain Jack Sparrow?
You didn't want to make a heart attack moment? Myco95, I'm pretty sure that's what you were going for. I think it makes like a nice, pleasant doo-doo-doo-doo sound effect, though, if you do 10 bits. And that's probably just... If y'all heard it, let me know. But it might have just blended in with the sounds of combat ringing in my ears.
Perhaps you'll consider an arrangement. One which requires nothing from you but information.
So Donald can't make a coat on the frozen world. How did they get those clothes? Walker Hound, that's a fair question. I would say the magic just works like that.
Of course. It's just good business.
Were I in a devotionary mood?
It doesn't work to make a coat, or a jacket, or a sweater, or a shawl of any kind, but it does work for making pirate clothing. That's the way the magic works. I think that his magic has something against the cold. That would be my guess. Maybe it doesn't work. You know what? It's diminished in the cold. It's like an electric battery inside of a vehicle. You know, if it's cold, or inside of anything, really a battery inside of anything, the colder it is, the less of a charge it can hold. Similarly, when Donald is outside in a really cold environment, his magic is greatly reduced. That's why he was so useless in Arendelle. Maybe he'll be more useful this week, because he's out in the heat. But maybe it's too hot out here. We're in the Caribbean. We're right on that equatorial belt. It's very warm. It's very humid. Might be too hot. Maybe the Donald's going to blow up like a battery. That would be great to see. That Jack is creepy looking? Too human? It's funny you say that, Walker Hound. I wouldn't describe him as too human, but you'll see what I mean later.
Free her how?
Is this what she whispered to him? Okay, I must have connected those dots.
Oh, nothing really. I'm good.
Nothing at all, mateys. Nothing at all. Just going on a bit of a wee adventure. It's going to be a grand time. Welcome to the high seas, my hearties. Map of the area. Thank you very much. This world is very long from what I remember. Let's do a save. And here's something that I noticed when I started. My last save was at the factory ground floor. And it is exactly 30 hours, 23 minutes. Which is the same amount of time it took me to beat Stairway in the Sky. Beat the game, essentially. Because I did do a save at the end of the game. So, previously when I played this, in 30 hours and 23 minutes, I achieved level 41 and beat the game. But now going back and doing all the completion stuff, I'm sitting at level 39, and I'm not at the end of the game, but it's taken me the same amount of time. I just thought that was interesting. What? I'm sorry, Halorondo just said I actually felt bad about missing the frozen stream. I forgot to mention how Simba literally melts everything there. Could have been a short stream. It was a short stream. We did get through it a lot faster than I thought it would. I think the fact is I was dreading it because it's my least favorite world in the game. And I think that sort of led to me thinking it was a lot longer than it actually is. It's a pretty short world. That is, you're not spending a whole lot of time there. How does one dive into the water? L2? LU? Don't we have to fight a giant fish? Isn't that the first thing you do in this world? You go and you fight a shark or something? This is what the Little Mermaid world should have been, right here. This sort of swimming and this sort of exploration where you can go above and below the water. I mean, I guess it doesn't really fit in with what the Little Mermaid's all about, which is about a nearly topless 14-year-old girl disobeying her father so that she can get a kiss from a prince so she can keep her legs and then marry him and never see her family again. Never forget that that is, in fact, the plot to The Little Mermaid, and never let anyone tell you otherwise. It's a real weird movie. That is a sunken ship. That's well spotted, Donald. Maybe we'll come back and explore it another time. When I come back through here, I do like to do most of my exploration off stream because that's also when I do most of my leveling. So I've gone back after every stream and sort of fully explored all the worlds and refought everything that's swam past me. Well, in this world, swam past me. I've gone back through just anything that appears, I fight it because I'm trying to get a pretty decently high level. Because I remember how difficult those fights are at the end. I'm sort of hoping if I level up pretty high, I can mitigate that. You know, maybe get through the end of the world a little bit easier. Magic probably shorts out in the winter. In the water, sorry. Yeah, maybe. That would check out. If magic is a bit like electricity. And in fact, you know, some smart person once said that advanced enough technology would be indistinguishable from magic. So maybe that's all Donald's magic is. Maybe he's not actually a magician. He's just a really clever lad. Or more likely, he knows a really clever lad and he buys all of his inventions. So he's got a clothes changer thingy-bob. And Donald went out and bought that, and he's like, oh yeah, see now I've got the power to change people's clothes. Now I'm useful. I can travel with King Mickey. Oh, come along with me now, Donald. We're going on a grand adventure. Oh, it's a shame I don't know anyone who can change my clothes based on my environment. And he goes, really, Donald? That's excellent. You need to come with me, and then you can change my clothes whenever we go to different worlds. You can give me short clothes for the summer locations, and you can give me warm clothes for the winter locations. And then Donald's in the back of his mind, he's remembering the owner's manual. It's like, remember not to use temperatures below 20 degrees Celsius. And he's like, well, if you're sure it'll be all right. Well, gosh, I don't think Donald would lie to us. That's my best Goofy. And that's pretty much the story of how Donald got the job. He just lied. Fake it till you make it, as Donald would say. And that's 100% what he said. Hey, how come sometimes lightning explodes around me and then sometimes it shoots out as an orb? Is that just a distance thing? 100% is just a distance thing. Good to know. 2 hits to a jellyfish equals death. Are you referring to me hitting the jellyfish or hitting the jellyfish in real life? Oh, crit made me hate the water. No forms, no shot locks, no links, no team attacks, no commands, no keyblade swapping. A base combo that pushes enemies away, and if you die, you're set all the way back to the beach. Wow, crit looks miserable, Halorondo. Why did you even play it? Honestly, why even? Wow, what a great observation there, Donald. Oof! Yeah, see, I accidentally just hit one there. I thought I was being clever by going all the way around them, but no. How can he breathe underwater indefinitely? Donald's magic, as previously mentioned. Oh no, these guys are going to require fire, and I'm all out of magic. Oh no, whatever am I going to do? Also, these are water-type enemies underwater. They are in their natural environment, and I'm fighting them around stinking jellyfish. This is unfair. Although I did just realize that the jellyfish can not die, but I guess despawn if you start hitting them. So that's pretty solid. Is there anything in this game, because I know in some of the previous games, you can get something that makes your MP recharge faster, or makes certain, well, I guess items in your command menu recharge faster, because it's really only the number titles that use MP like this. Can you do that in this game? Is there MP haste is what I'm asking, because if there is, I haven't found it naturally by just exploring the world, and I would very much like to have it. This looks like a good place to find some sharks, says Myko95.
This looks like a good place to find some sharks.
Yeah, thank you. I'm surprised that's not a line. Do we need sharks for as a cooking ingredient anywhere? Oh no, I accidentally found a chest by not paying attention to the mini-map. I'll go ahead and collect it while I'm here. I'm not happy about it. Oh, and it's just a mini-game. That's about the most useless thing I could find here. Why would I want to play a mini-game inside of an actual game? I don't get it. I don't understand these decisions. Who made them? Why were they made? Tetsuya, what are you doing? All of that is in Proud Mode too? I don't know, I feel like the game's pretty bearable in Proud Mode. I haven't had too many issues with it. Again, except for at the end, those final bosses. But I hope to be a much higher level this time. One fight in particular at the end of the game was an absolute just disaster for me. It's the one time I wanted to throw my controller across the room in the entirety of the Kingdom Hearts 3 playthrough experience. MP Hastera oh gosh, I've done it again. That was me. I keep resting my hand sort of instinctively on my orb weaver over here. They exist but are extremely rare. Well, how? How does a person like myself go about acquiring them? There's the game, by the way. I got it back. Spam fire for the fish boss. Alright, Hal. But no, seriously, though. MP Haste, Hastera, Hastega, any of them. Zeta Haste would be good. Hasteta. Oh, wait. No, that is... Well, Hastega is one of them. That would be great. Every game has mini-games now. You're right, Walker Hound. Sometimes they're fun, though. Sometimes. And sometimes they're sort of, you know, an integral part of the game and you kind of get why they're happening. Like, you can do racing in GTA 5, and that makes sense, because the game is called Grand Theft Auto. But then you can also play tennis, and I don't understand why anyone wants to play tennis in Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh, gosh. Just keep shooting it with fire, like Hal said. We'll be fine. We're going to get away from this. It's no issue. I can't actually see where Sora is at the moment. I've got no idea where I'm at. Oh, there I am. I've got you now. Okay, let's do a bit of a heal, and then let's just start hitting him. He's pretty weak. He's going down pretty quick. I don't think he's going to be a hassle. We can get some ether out if we need to. My gosh, look at this weird mutant thing. Hold on, I want to swim away from him and get a better look at him. Oh my gosh, I've been eaten. Look at that. He's got anchors for fins? That can't be natural. Did he go and have someone attach those? I mean, how do you even talk to someone about that? Like, yeah, I've got a body modification idea that I'm really interested in. Okay, tell me more. Well, I've got some rusty old anchors that I found, and I would really rather have those as fins. Okay, why? Well, you see, I think it would be real metal. And also, can you attach a wheel where my back fin used to be? Yes, but why? Well, you see, I'm going to be fighting a kid later today, and I just think that would be really cool if I swam up on him and I had, you know, anchor fins and a wheelie tail, and if you can install some LEDs as well, that would be real cool. Is this all to impress a kid? It is, yes, it is. I really want to impress this kid that I'm going to be eating later today. Thundaga has been unlocked. Yes. Don't forget the hooks under. Yeah, those were just a bad mistake. It tried to eat a fish on a line, and the hooks kind of went into the stomach, swallowed them, and then they poked out the bottom. And that's really what started the obsession for him. You know, he thought, well, if I'm going to have these hooks, I might as well go all out. But now he's disintegrated, and that's what happens, kids. That's what happens when you attach wheels to your body. You will disintegrate. It's just the natural evolution of things. I'm very sorry to tell you that. We need to head over to customize, and we need to change. Well, do that. Get that off there. And then change Thundara with Thundaga. I'm very happy about it. We might have unlocked some other abilities, too. I should have checked them while I was in there. Should we go ahead and check our ability tree? Haven't been paying attention to it for a while. What have I got on here? Oh, I do have MP Haste. Recharge MP 10% faster when you run out. Stack the ability to increase the effects. Haste is on Starlight. Hastaga is on a reward for all emblems. Okay. Well, I'm doing pretty good on that front. Air Combo Plus, we've got the AP. We might as well enable it. Should we enable 0 XP, guys? Do you think that's the thing we ought to do? I'm going to say no. You never use Thundaga on crit. It's just never a good idea to use any spells. Links were the way to go. The one thing that I don't use. Oh, a good luck charm that lets you call on Ariel's power using a link command. That's cute. I can summon the most hated part of the previous games to help me fight in this game. That's a nice feature. I forgot that you could swim around like this. That speeds things up quite a bit. As opposed to doing this, we can just jettison ourselves out of the water. You know what sucks is once we get through all of this cave exploration, I think we have to spend an hour looking for crabs, which, hey, let's do it. I'm down. Howdy, folks. My name is Reese, and I like searching for crabs. It's going to be a great time. You best practice using Ariel. She killed the demon tide for me in one go. The whole thing, one attempt. She's OP. Well, when you say something like that, what does she do? I didn't read anything about her.
Woohoo! It's our very own ship!
Mm-hmm.
Huh? What? Jack?
Finders keepers.
How'd he get here so fast?
Mine. Savvy?
Jack, you already have the Black Pearl.
Aye, to which this ship holds no candle. But, take what you can, mate. Now then, my ship has a...
You could say that Reese is going to be a bit crabby. Oh, Myco 95. I am, though. I am. I'll be a bit crabby about this. Go for it. Just go for it. It's going to be fun.
Ready enough, Captain, but aren't we kind of trapped?
Well, what we can do is we can bend the water now. Just like the old Keyblade masters of old before they started bending the darkness and using that to fight the Fire Nation. Dive into the ground, press O when the ring is smallest for a high leap, spam X while moving around in the air to fling off water until you dive in the ground again. This is Halrondo giving us directions on using aerial. That seems complicated. Sure, it's one of those things that once you do it, it's not that bad. Why are there giant arrows on the front of our ship? What is this, blinkers? What do we possibly need to do? Tell people where we're going? Your new and improved ship, the Leviathan, boasts a range of impressive features. So, land attacks on enemies successfully, and successfully perform other actions to fill up the gauge. Once the gauge is full, press triangle to unleash a powerful attack. Press square to summon a barrier of waves and defend against enemy attacks. And the ship's HP is fully restored after each sea battle. Next. While at the helm, press the giant number pad button, or not number pad, touchpad that serves no purpose, to open the sea chart. Thank you very much. I'm good to go here. Where are we heading? Port Royale? I would wager is probably where we need to go next. There's no objectives marked on the map. So, can I just put down a mark? No, apparently I can't. I tried, and it wouldn't let me. So we're just going to go. Hey, do you ever think of playing Detroit Become Human? No. I've listened to a whole podcast talk about that game, though, so I feel like I know it well enough I don't need to play it. Just not one of those games that interests me. Oh, well, see what I mean? That's like a clean and easy, what was it, 900 XP? Fantastic.
I'll say.
It's not that exactly. For the race, ignore the enemies except the ones in your path. Use Tailwind as a dash and ram attack. Are you referring to this? Oh, we have to do a race, don't we? Oh, that's right. It's all coming back to me. Oh. Cool, we won the game. Detroit Become Human would be very relatable for Reese, seeing as he made 2 AI. Alright. Alright, Maiko95. Okay, I see where you're going with that. I've watched a couple of playthroughs. It's interesting to see what people choose. Who makes Detroit Become Human?
Oh, but look, this time there's somebody aboard.
Isn't that?
Not the merry company I'd hoped for.
Oh no! It's Captain Hot Topic!
Of course.
You back in the organization?
Yes.
Hal, do you remember the Xehanort trailer?
Never
Oh my gosh. Hold on. Everyone is Xehanort? Is that what it's called? I gotta look that up. I want to watch that again after this. I was watching a rental review by Cinemassacre, but hold on. Everyone is...
Gentlemanly conversation.
What'd you say?
Sora, stand down.
Xehanort
It's the code.
trailer. Let me see.
Mustn't strike a pirate.
Yeah, there it is.
When said pirate offers to confess.
I am Xehanort. You're Xehanort, aren't you?
How could I love games and contests without honoring...
No, those are massive zippers, Walker Hound. Or, it's possible those might be normal-sized zippers, and he's just a really small person. And then he looks big because of perspective tricks. Hal, it's the... Someone did a dub over... Like, they took a few of the commercials for Kingdom Hearts 3, and they did a dub where every conversation is about how someone is Xehanort. Oh, I know we discussed this. It's probably in the Kingdom Hearts chat on the Discord. The reason I'm thinking about it is because they do this exchange right here, and he's like, You're Xehanort, aren't you? And Captain Jack's like, I'm also a Xehanort.
Really?
Are you really?
A wager, then.
No. Something along those lines. Something along those lines happens. It's real funny. At the end of it, Aqua's there, and she's like, I am also a Xehanort. It's so funny. Just a pancake? It might be just a pancake. The thing is, it wasn't robot-like voices, like Mr. Just a Pancake does the, like the animations, and it's got the Microsoft voice as a voiceover, but this had actual like voice actors. It was pretty convincing. I actually turned it on, and I watched it for the first 10 seconds or so, thinking that it was legit. And then I realized, wait, no, this is a parody, and it's even better now. I mean, I kind of wished it was the real game. I wish the entire game was just a constant flow of conversation about how everyone is a Xehanort.
Jack, listen!
What?
Oh, you can't let him get his hands on that box. Do you really know whatever it is that he's looking for?
Let's just say there's a potential possibility he wants the chest containing Davy Jones' heart.
Yeah, but why would he want that, Jack?
His notion why he'd covet the blighted thing.
I'm sure I've seen Pancakes. I've watched most of Pancakes' Kingdom Hearts
It
videos.
is more black than blue, so yes.
Do you think it's the one?
And winning the race would keep it out of Organization 13's hands.
All right, I believe you.
You're right.
What are you three muttering on about?
Basically, we need to win this race.
Precisely. No purchase, no pay. You might have them.
Jack's outfit is so extra. How many pistols do you really need?
Yeah.
I mean, I know they all shoot once and then you gotta reload, but still. Alright. Hal gave me directions for this. Ignore the enemies except the ones in your path. Use Tailwind as a dash and ram attack. Sure thing. I can do that. We can keep shooting these guys to kind of like slow them down. I don't remember it locking on like this before. But maybe it did and I'm just dumb and didn't remember it. This is my only opponent for this race, correct? If I remember correctly? Wait a minute. No. Is he even my opponent? Or is the guy in front of me my opponent? Where's my objective? Let's use Tailwind. Let's just get out of here. Oh, good gosh. Hi there, you. Probably should have shot him instead of veering wildly off of course, yet here we are, veering wildly off of course. Cannons and water wall. Fire. Nice. So can we just fly right through that ship now? No, you can still collide with them. I was hoping they would go ghost. Like Danny Phantom, but that's not how this works apparently. I think I'm ahead of them though, just gauging off that mini-map. Should we shoot the gap? Oh, we're going to go for a gap shoot right here. Not to be confused with the store The Gap, where a lot of my clothes as a child were purchased. That and Oshkosh? Where did your parents buy your clothes? Mine were from Oshkosh. Jamboree when I was really young, and then my brother got a lot of clothes from Jamboree. Does Jamboree even exist anymore? Or am I saying words that are understandable to any of you? Yes, good call there, Jack. Should we really shoot the gap here? It didn't really work out for us last time. Alright, let's tailwind this. Let's tailwind right through. Oh, no! We're stuck! Oh, we're actually stuck! Oh, no! No! Tailwind again! Tailwind again! Ah! Okay, we did it. He turns that wheel like crazy. You got to, Walkerhound. It's a big ship. You know, you got to go super extra with your wheel turns. You do that in a car, you're going to end up doing the 1280. Remember Reese is 1,000 years old? That's canon according to the Discord, and I guess whatever the Discord decides is canon, Mike095. Okay, here we go. Boss fight. My neck will not crack, because I cracked it before the stream. Because for some reason, I crack every bone in my body that is crackable before stream, as though I'm about to do something physically exerting, and then I just sit in this chair with my lumbar support. I sip off of beverage, and I play a video game. I don't know why I make the decisions that I make. They just sort of happen. Oh gosh, controller. Alright, let's do this.
They're closing in! Come about! Make ready to return fire!
Gotta turn it real big there, Sora. Real big. There you go. Again, the arrows. I'm not understanding the design decision. Are they blinkers? Can you move them? If you're turning right, can you retract the one on the left? Okay. Just keep moving. Can we bring up that wall of water, please? Okay, well, that wall of water is very short-lived. I'm seeing now. Blue ones seem to take a little bit more hits. And I'm guessing red is probably the biggest, baddest ones of all. Whoa, am I hitting? I'm hitting a solid wall or something's going on here. I see that I am inside of a circle, and I cannot leave the circle. So we probably want to avoid hitting that. We're doing good. We're avoiding damage. No, we still have most of our ship together. All the weaklings are down. Jack's leveled up. Gosh. Let's take this guy down. Where am I shooting at on him, though? I don't see his little balls. What have I done? I didn't mean to click that button. I don't regret it, though. We just got to make contact, which we're not doing. Oh, it did damage, though. It did damage. It rocked his world. Okay, can we collide with them? Oh, gosh. Yes, keep doing this. This is good. Keep doing the thing that we are doing. What about the tornadoes? Do we need to... Their ship seems to be listing to the side slightly, and I don't mean that they're paying attention to me. That's not what I said. They're taking plenty of damage. Okay, square is my water wall. I've got cannons and I've got cancel. I guess that's if I accidentally do a water wall. Or if I accidentally throw myself up in the air again. Oh, Shrek, what are they doing? They're trying to suck me into some kind of vortex. I don't like it. Oh, their ship's protected by some kind of force field. Y'all seen the movie Ants recently? My brother and I watched Ants again because we've always considered it to be, you know, just, well, what it is, inferior Bug's Life. And I stand by that, but I'd also say that it is a better movie than I remember it being. Probably a better movie than it has any right being considering what it is. I don't hate it. Oh my gosh, they're spawning extra ships to help them fight. Oh, now we're just stuck in the crossfire. Oh no, do we even need to bother with these lesser ones? Yes, because XP. Gotta keep an eye on my health, though. The bad guy, again, you can't see the the health bar. But he's pretty close to being dead. The main villain back there. We'll take out that guy, and then we're going to swim around, and we're going to hit him with Tidal Wave. Because that did a lot of damage, but we're going to do it correctly. Should we do one? Oh my gosh. Doing some tight turns here. We got Raging Cannons, too. I like Tidal Wave better. It lifts you in the air. It looks cool. I think these guys are going to just keep spawning indefinitely, which could be like a cool way to exploit some XP. But here we go. Tidal Wave time. We're definitely getting him now. Donald's just standing there. He's not even manning cannons. Donald is here, as he always is, for emotional support and nothing else. Now we got a board. Okay, does he have any more bad guys, though? They despawned. See what I'm talking about, though? We could have gotten some sick XP. How close am I to leveling? We won't know right now. We'll have to give it some time. All right, me hearty. Oh, that's what the arrows are for. Boarding enemy ships. I'm completely okay with it now. All right, matey. I've boarded your ship. Time to surrender your booty to me. Oof. Nope, not here for that. Not here for that. Oh, good job. Donald's leveled up. If Donald's leveling up, we've got to be close to leveled up. Or we leveled up a second ago and I wasn't paying enough attention to realize it. Both of which are likely, but I'm pretty sure I would have seen it happen. I think. Oh, yeah. This is cool. You get a couple of bionicle weapons now attached to your hand. Was it 2006 that the Toe of Earth had just claws? Oh, that hit nobody. I mean, he had it in 2001, too. Onua had claws. But, what is it? Who was the... Nuparu? Is that the Toa of Earth in 2006, I think? Friends with Jala and all of them. We got something called Never Fear, which I guess involves Jack doing a backflip. Oh, yeah. We can pinwheel around and fight now. Very neato. And it's not done yet. I don't remember what the finisher is for this, but hopefully it involves just breaking out a couple of pistols. Let's find out. No, even better! Tiny bombs! I love a tiny bomb! Practice aerial? Okay, getting to her is going to be a hassle, though. She's not under magic, she's under link, and I can't do that because I'm out of MP. Let's heal up then. Get our MP reloading. I think I have some ethers equipped. I could have just used those, restored my magic. But we'll put her on the hot bar, so we can get to her more easily. And then we'll give her a shot next time. Seems like a bit of a waste to pull her out now. Is it a waste, though? I don't think so. Alright, here we go. We're going to link C Spectacle. Never done this before. So, following Hal's directions from earlier. Oh, hi, Ariel. How you doing? Oh, you look disturbing. Okay, so we dive. Dive. So we press O, and then we press X. And then we press O, and then we press X. O. I'm not doing it correctly, I don't think. Oh, but we're doing a big finish move here. This doesn't seem like it's the best ability in the game. It seems very cutesy. But I think that once we get it down a little bit better, it'll be spectacular. So we'll keep trying to use that in the future. I didn't even know me and Jack were doing this together. Also, I just noticed I have 600 XP until I level up. So that answers that question. Come here, you. Oh, Dad, God, I'm used it all up. Oh, you know what we haven't been using? Shot locks. I mean, they're not as great as they were in Birth by Sleep, but nothing is as good in this game as it was. Magic Flash. I hope that's for the camera. Nothing else. I don't want to see Sora's Magic Flash. It's a kid's game. It's 9 o'clock. We've been streaming for a little over an hour. And you need to be getting excellent on the O presses. You hit O as you hit the ground. And then there was just nothingness for a while. Oh gosh. That pool of white behind Donald made me think that he was like melting or something worse.
Magnificent. I salute you all, gentlemen.
You're up to something.
Perish the thought. I know when I've been outdone.
You were outdone before you even started, mate. But I admire your conciliatory way of conceding defeat.
Yes. Now I believe I owe you your prize. But
when the circle closes in, like Aqua's shot lock, that's when you press O.
Perhaps.
Okay, Hal. We'll try again.
Enlighten me.
Aye, that's easy. I want the chest that's aboard the Dutchman.
No, Jack! Don't tell him!
Hmm?
Really?
Not good.
Huh? Oh, Jack!
This entire interaction is just awkward. It's really weirdly paced.
Didn't tell him which Dutchman.
True, he doesn't know that it's a flying Dutchman.
Actually,
He's going to be looking on the ocean for a ship when he should be looking up at the sky.
You knew he'd tell you where it was.
I've always been far more interested in the long game. Now let's see where it takes us. That is, if you stay apace.
Huh? After him!
Nay, there's no point.
Why not?
The ship's listing near to scuppers from that cannon fire. She'll be needing repairs.
This is why we go to port. And collect crabs.
What?
Oh, you can still kind of see him there for a second. They need to work on their fade to blacks. They're not too great.
Look for crabs. They'll set her right.
I did a lot of crab exploration underwater when I played through this, and I'm not going to do that today because I later found you can find them all over the land, and it's a lot less annoying than doing it under the water. Because if you do it under the sea, you have to deal with so many hassles. Search Port Royale, top to bottom for white crabs. Yeah, they're underwater, there's fish, and they try to hurt you. And not just physically, mind you. They also hurt you emotionally by calling you horrible names. They find the things about you that you hate the most, and then they make fun of you for it. And it's no good, and I don't want to deal with it. Nice trick there, Sora. That's not won us anything. We're looking for crabs, mate. Crabs. I'm trying to remember where you found them, too.
Don't spread your friends some ingredients.
Yeah, thank you, Donald. Crabs. Gotta be on the lookout here for crabs. I think sometimes you'll see some pots moving around, like this here. This is gonna be some crabs. Yes, we're 10! We've got 10! Yes, 290 to go! The ship is made of crabs. The crabs are needed for repairs and leveling. I mean, you say it makes sense. You say it's logical, but it's Kingdom Hearts logical. What other games have ships made out of crabs and people made out of crabs for that matter? Spoiler alerts. That barrel just moved? Which one? The one that I just blew up? Y'all are still looking at a barrel like it's over here. Y'all know there's not a barrel over here anymore, right? Folks? Townsfolk, listen to me. A second ago there was a barrel, and now there's not. Okay, this takes object permanence to a whole new level. Not only do they understand that objects are permanent, they seem to think the barrel's still there even though I destroyed it. This looks like another crab barrel, or perhaps something I can do a neato trick on and impress all the locals. What you doing that for, Sora? In Corona, you can do that, and it will distract people, and you can go steal their money out of their chests and stuff. Doesn't seem to do anything here. I see them. You gotta physically assault them to pick them up. They're not bothering anybody. They're just lying down. This seems a bit ridiculous, but it's the way the game is meant to be played. I see you. You're not getting away from me. Oh my. 30. That's it. What is that, 10%? 10% of the way there? We're going to be here for a while, y'all. We're going to be doing this for a long time. I think you can roll into trees and they'll occasionally drop some. Yes, town folks, says Halrondo. Listen to the boy with the giant ice key. Hey, if a kid came up to me and he had a gigantic key made of ice, and he was he was hitting all of the crabs, I would assume he knew something I didn't. I would want to hear his story. I'd want to know where he got the giant key, why he's got the giant key. This is going to be a waste of Thundaza because I don't think it damages these guys. But it does look really cool when you do it, doesn't it? So I'm not complaining. Just throwing out there, you know, if you came to... honestly, if I saw any human being with a giant key, I'd want to hear their story. And if they tried to explain to me that a barrel wasn't really there, even though I was programmed to look at it, because we do all live in the Matrix, I'd be inclined to listen to him. Maybe he's right, maybe he's crazy. I'll never know until I hear what he has to say. What are we up to, 41?
I think I see something on the roof.
Oh, good call there, Donald. Good call. Bad call, Donald. What is this? This is just a chimney, Donald. Have you ever seen a chimney before? Is this new to you? You've just been cold every winter? I know they don't have central heating in that castle of yours. You got to be getting fire someplace. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. He might have been talking about a different roof. Maybe this one? No, he wasn't talking about this one. Donald, can you be more specific when you call out roofs? I'm sorry, that was Goofy. I'm scalding Donald for something he didn't do. It was definitely Goofy. Oh, no. I'm like that parent. You know, you hear the kids get into trouble, they're fighting, and instead of yelling at the instigator, you just tell the one that's being harassed to stop. And he's like, Mom, I'm not doing anything. Just stop, okay? You're making too much noise. Mom, it wasn't even me. And then the instigator, like, walks off smirking. That's the kid that ends up becoming a scary sociopath. Parents, pay attention to your children. Crying out loud. I'm not letting him get away from me, Goofy. Hey, you could also help if you wanted to. You don't just have to stand around there and watch me collect them all. IRL, you saw someone with a Keyblade. What would you do? Halrondo, I would obviously walk up to him and ask them what my world theme is, because they come from another world. Every world has a theme. What is mine? Do I live in the same world as Peter Pan? Is essentially my question. Are you here to visit Neverland? Are you here to sell with pirates? What are you doing here? He might be like, oh no, your world's just actually real weird. No, mine's the real life one. No. You know, your world is unlike any other. And to be quite honest, I'm tired of being here. And then I'd probably feel real bad, but I'd ask to join him. Because that's all you got to do to become a Keyblade wielder. Just ask Axel/Lee. All you got to do is walk up and say, I think I'd like me one of them there Keyblade thingies. And they'll take you to train. They'll send you to another dimension without time and space. They will rush you out of there, though, to fight when you're not ready, even though you are in another dimension. And you could just stay there training indefinitely until you're ready. And then you can come back to the real world? Why didn't they just do that with Sora? Why did they just send Kairi and Axel there, or Lee? Why not just send everyone? If you have the ability, like, time doesn't matter there. And they can stay there as long as they need to. If Sora needs to find the power of waking, just go meditate in a field or something until he figures it out in a land where time does not exist. This is my plot hole. It's not original to me, but the more I think about it, the more it upsets me. It didn't upset me at first. I didn't care. Why did it have to be... If Axel/Lee and Kairi came back and they had incredible fighting skills, I would have been super okay with the fact that they were training for a really long time in a world where time was irrelevant. But that's not what happened. They came back and they both got kind of pwned, and I just question why they couldn't just go someplace with Merlin to train. Why did that have to specifically be, oh yeah, time doesn't matter here. We could just continue to train indefinitely. Why was that an element of it if it didn't ultimately matter at all when everything was said and done? I'm frustrated now. I'm real frustrated. Enjoy the game, though. Really enjoy the game. Didn't care for Arendelle. Worst part of the game. Also, too many expositional cutscenes. But that one I need more exposition. Give me a longer cutscene explaining why. Okay. It'd be real easy to just say that because Xehanort was growing stronger, his magic was interfering with their world. And, well, no, because they're in a place where time doesn't exist. But I'll accept it. If you just say, yes, because of Xehanort, we had to come back because he was causing a rift in the time-space, and it was unsafe for us to stay there any longer. And then you could have a good bit where they're like, Kairi's not ready to fight. And just be like, I'm Kairi and I'm going to fight anyway. And then everything would make sense later on because she couldn't complete her training. She's like Luke Skywalker in Empire Strikes Back, spoiler alerts from a movie from the 1980s. When he leaves Dagobah, Yoda's telling him, ready to face the Vader, you are not. remember the cave. Remember your failing in the cave. And he goes, oh, but I've learned so much since then. And then Vader just beats the snot out of him. He completely obliterates him. It's bad, because they kind of give you hope early in the movie. You know, Vader's a bit impressed with him. But then you figure out pretty soon that Vader is just toying with this child. And he can kill him whenever he wants to. He starts slinging rocks at him with the Force, and Luke is on the actual verge of tears. And then he is crying, and he's dangling over the edge of a cliff. If you had a moment like that with Kyrie, where she's like, I can go and fight. I'm ready. I've learned so much since you took me to that world where time didn't exist. Your cave! This is Merlin. Remember your failure at the cave! And Kyrie's like, ah! And then she goes and she tries to fight Xehanort herself. I mean, he gives her some character, which, let's face it, girl is very much lacking since the first game. Kyrie was an absolute sass queen in the first game. Oh, with such unforgettable lines as, you better bring it back to me. Like, that was a character right there. In this game, she's just like,
Hi, Sora. Sora. Going on a little adventure there. I'm so excited. Oh, Sora, no, I'm dying. I'm dead.
Ugh. Weak. Heck, Axel didn't even need training. He was already a fighter. You make a point, Hal Rondo. I get why they wanted to train him, though, specifically with a Keyblade, because he'd never fought with a Keyblade before, presumably. He always used spinning fire wheels. A go-to weapon for some, I suppose. So I get why he went to training, but I don't write video games, and maybe that's the reason. Maybe that would present other problems. There's better ways. Literally fix the entire problem by not saying they were in a world where time didn't exist, and then everything else in the game works. Except for Arendelle. Arendelle still doesn't work. So very frustrating. You weren't kidding, by the way, Halrondo. Going down that slide 20 times to find all of those little diamonds was really annoying. Chachamas? Wrong spelling. But those have a name. What, Chachama? What you talking about there, Halrondo? Oh, his weapons, probably. Right. Hey, guys, what y'all doing out here? Can't interact with them? Maybe they are crabs. Maybe they're dead. Is that alcohol back there? Can we collect that? No. Okay, no rum for us, then. Fair enough. I don't remember going in here. We're doing pretty good on our search for crabs, though. We're doing very good. I thought for sure we'd run out of crabs on land and have to go under the sea at some point. But it's looking like maybe we won't have to. I'm going to have to go under there at some point because I want to max out the ship. I'm going to need more crabs, and that's sort of the best way to do it. It's just go under the sea and grab them because there's a ton out here in the port. Oh my gosh, look at all these crabs. Oh, snot. Oh, we're going to get all of our crabs now. We're going to get all of them. Hold up. Nope, stop. Leave me alone. I don't even want to fight you. I just want to collect all these crabs. Come on, guys. You can collect them too. We can share it. We'll collect them later. We've done it. Should I go ahead and collect the rest of them too? If I collect extras, will it count toward my ship's level, or do I need to leave them out here? Because if I collect too many, it'll be a waste. I have no idea. I'm collecting more, though. Okay. Now we'll focus on our goal, which is these guys. Should we do aerial again? I don't have any magic. We'll have to wait till magic reloads. I'll tell you what, for this situation, I am all out of high ethers. At what point do we get the ability to buy high ethers from the Moogles? Because that's what I need more than anything else right now. I'm completely out of them. I've got regular ethers, but I don't have them equipped. Flare Force. Oh, good on you, Jack. Congrats on leveling up. I'm real happy for you. Chakrams is the name. No benefit to over-collecting? Well, then we'll stop. Maybe these guys will be here later. Should we? I mean, this is pretty cool, Donald, but I don't know if we should look around. I don't know if it's a necessity. We've got what we need, so let's just go back to our ship. Oh, gosh. There we go. And then we won. Yes. We've got this. I do have double jump, and I found a pretty interesting trick with that, but it's too late now. No, it's not. Yeah, we can just double jump there. Nice. And apply? 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 Where do I need to be for this? On the dock? Dang. We've done it. Congratulations, everyone. That took, what, 20 minutes? Not bad. I thought it would be a lot longer. Everything seems to take a lot longer in my mind, as opposed to how long it's actually taken in-game. So how are you doing, chat? There's still people watching, but chat's just died. It's just me and Hal having a conversation about how to pronounce chakrams now.
There, mates. Fit to sail any sea. Now, Sora, one final inquiry. Is there any particular reason you wanted this ship?
Where is everyone? Hal, my assumption is everyone is doing that thing where they're watching while doing other tasks.
Good answer. You are.
So, for instance, who all is with us, or who all was with us?
But Jack,
let me scroll up the chat.
Why do you keep saying final?
Walker Hound is probably doing some things with the kiddos. Mike095 is asleep, that's for sure. Just asleep at the computer, which I can't blame. I don't blame you for that at all. Hazard Creeper, I think, did fall asleep, or maybe Gilliam fell asleep during the last stream, just with their phone. Oh no, Michael95 is awake and watching, doing great. Just came home from Saturday school sport and had lunch.
Incomparable. Let's see.
Neato.
She smiles upon us, Sora. And let's leave it at that, shall we? For now, the real me has...
It's still Friday where I'm at. Living that Friday life. That hashtag Friday night life.
In battle to win back our freedom.
Oh, is this where we find out that Jack is made out of crabs?
No. It's for pirates to resolve. But not you, Sora.
You're not a real pirate, Sora.
And far you'll go.
Yeah, he's just made of crabs, everyone. That's what I was talking about earlier. He doesn't look too lifelike. He looks crab-like. Oh, we should have collected those. We could have used those to level up the ship.
So, Jack was showing us the way.
Even if he did get cracked.
Okay, it was Mike095. Okay, Mike095 says, in the last Kingdom Hearts 3 stream, it was 3 a.m., and I did, in fact, fall asleep in front of my iPad in my bed. Very nice. I like that.
But a fight for pirates
is a fight for us!
Come on! Let's find the real Jack.
Are we going to ignore Crabjack's advice? Crabjack just gave us an out. Crabjack said it was okay for us to go wherever the wind took us. It's taking us out of here. We're going to go find some Roxas. No, we're going to a final battle. Big chaotic sea battle. See, I don't remember this scene from the movie. I remember a scene like this, but I thought it took place in the second movie. I guess I'm just an insane madman. I like the bit, though, where he's standing in the bucket. Because he can only go on land every 10 years. I seem to remember only his foot being in the bucket, though, and the wooden one was off to the side. Also, what is land? If you can stand in water in a bucket...
You made a deal with me, Jack.
I guess that's what the ocean is. It's just water on top of land.
Here they are. Don't be bashful. Step up. Claim your reward.
Sparrow! Your debt to me is still to be satisfied. 100 years in servitude aboard the Dutchman.
Love this guy.
As a start.
That debt was paid, mate.
You escaped.
I propose an exchange. Will leaves with us. And you can take Jack.
If the Dutchman wasn't such a miserable ship to serve on, people might not mind serving aboard it, you know? First off, scrape off the barnacles, both off the ship and off the people. People with barnacles is a bad thing. And then, you know, maybe get some decent food, have some parties, you know, lighten the mood, big company parties. Oh, jeez, rough stuff. Make it an enjoyable experience, and then people will be like, yeah, I'll serve 100 years on your ship. And they'll serve you well. If you treat them well, they'll serve you well. That's what I've learned about employees. My many, many employees. If you treat them well, what rhymes with well? I can only think of one thing. If you treat them well, they'll ring the bell. Treat them well. Pale. Tell? Kale. Bail? Treat them well, they won't bail. Did I already say that one? Treat them well, send them to Dell.
Advise your brethren.
I didn't realize that Davy Jones's voice actor was also the voice actor of Luxord.
Or you cannot fight.
Maiko, I probably will stream this tomorrow morning-ish. I will do the last world. That's going to be Big Hero 6. And then we'll do the end game. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. Tomorrow morning is going to be pretty busy. I've got to get something shipped off, make a bank deposit, come home, do some house chores. So I might not end up streaming in the morning. Maybe Sunday morning before church, though. No, but it's kind of been thrown for a loop. My schedule, I've been trying to keep to the Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday schedule. And obviously this is Friday, so we're not keeping to that schedule. But that's not my fault. I was going to stream last night, and then there was no internet. Collect white crabs to level up the ship. Sure thing, mate. Sure thing. Thank you.
Ever seen crabs like those?
Alright, friends. It is time for the end game. Avengers the end game. Was there a save point out there? Wait, we should probably go save. It probably auto-saved. Did it, though? Did it auto-save? Is that the sort of thing we risk? How do I get back to the dock? How do I let go? Cancel. Well, we're really far away from it now, but I'm going to go do a save. If I watch tomorrow, don't be surprised if I fall asleep again. Hey, I'm a big fan of sleep. I'm a big believer in the importance of getting the rest that you need and, you know, getting to feeling your absolute best. I know that if I don't get enough sleep during a night, I feel pretty lousy the following day. So if you fall asleep during a stream, it'll be sad. I won't be glad, but I'll be happy for you. Happy that you're getting... School it is tiring, you're right. And, you know, if you need some rest, I completely get that. Onward, me hearties. Yo-ho, ho, and a bottle o' rum. Seven Money has joined the chat, saying nothing's better than heading to sleep, knowing you don't have any assignments tomorrow. That is pretty good. I really sleep well on Friday nights because I know that I don't have work in the morning, and I know that I can sleep in, even though I do try to get up earlier on Saturdays and get things done. Last weekend, I had some issues. I think my neighbors had company over for Mother's Day, and for some reason they decided that at midnight they should play loud music out of doors from, I believe, their vehicle. Really loud music. And I couldn't hear the music, but the bass was thumping so loud, it was just in my room. Things were vibrating. And they did that Friday night, and they did that Saturday night, and then they attempted to do that again on Sunday night. And then I went outside in a robe and just stared them down until they turned it down. Because I actually needed sleep Sunday night. I didn't mind it too much the previous two nights, because I didn't have anything to do the next morning. I could just... The thing is, it was so loud that I could hear it over... I have a fan going. I could hear it over that. I put in some earplugs, and I could still hear it. So... Ugh. It was the worst. It was the absolute worst. I need to find a house that is surrounded on all sides by forest for at least 1,000 yards. And then it's very dense forest. And then also my house is soundproof. And I need to just live in a cave underneath that house. That would be great. Al says, might leave for the night. Last bit of advice during Davy Jones' fight, when he summons the Kraken tentacles, Simba quickly gets rid of them. Simba, remember who you are. You are my son, and the one true king. Nice. Clean. Tearing through these ships right now. Hal Rondo says actually he's going to stick around and lurk. Well, that's fun. I've had standardized testing this week, so there has been very little homework or assignments. And that's a bit of a mixed bag there, Mike095. It's like positives, negatives. Do you want less work? Yes. Do you want to do standardized testing? No. But hopefully that's going well for you. Do you know when you're going to get your results back for that? Darn it, that's our opportunity to take it down, and it's swimming away from us. Got him. We are going to stop and kill every single one of these we come across, just in the off chance we grab a level out of it. I haven't seen how many levels, or how far we are from leveling. I know we just leveled a second ago, but once we kill this guy, I can take a look at it. It'll tell me. Okay, we're quite a bit of XP away from leveling again. Fair enough. I don't think changing the view makes you go any faster. I do it, but I don't think it matters. I kind of like the zoomed out view better, though. You're going very slow. What do you mean, Hal Rondo? Are you suggesting that there's a better way of going? What, with like a tidal wave? I mean, I can do that, but I don't know of any way of making the ship any faster. Oh, just get this one right in the middle. Oh. It got into Oh, great. We got into cutscene range.
Luxord!
Ah, you do know how to make good time. Yes, one must simply marvel at your celerity. But such compulsive behavior is of...
Define celerity.
Nothing but sorrow.
Cool. Saving that. Celerity. Wait, what is he doing?
How are we gonna go after him?
We're gonna kill everything in front of us.
Right.
So we do have to take out all these ships. Look, I'm down for it. It'll be a good time. Everybody buckle up. This is gonna be fun. Some of these ships have little green balls in their backs. Some of them have little blue balls on their sides. We're gonna take them all down. It'll be easy peasy. I think you only heal after battles, so we're gonna want to keep an eye on our health and not get, well, never mind. We're kind of shearing through these guys like butter. It's not too much of a hassle. I wish we hadn't wasted that tidal wave a second ago, and it doesn't look like we're gonna... We've got a new one. I don't think it's the same one. I think we had a bunch of things queued up a second ago that are no longer there, unfortunately. So how do you go faster, Hal Rondo? Oh my gosh, is this infinite? Are these guys just going to keep spawning? Donald told me to do this first, so I'm doing this first. I'm taking Donald at his word and assuming he knows what he's talking about, which is a big mistake. Because when has Donald ever been right about anything? Or in any way helpful to the cause? Wind chasers? That just shoots out frickin' missiles, which I'm in support of. I don't know where they're coming from, but I love them. We got 3 left. We want to keep an eye out for in case any more enter our space. He snapped? Who, Thanos? He did. A lot of snapping. Lots and lots of snapping.
Hear my call! Here we go!
Michael95 says he's going to get his test results back in probably 3 months. That is a long time to wait. That is seems unbearable. Because you're going to be thinking about it during all that time too. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully you find some things that distract you. Oh, hi there, you. Oh, you're real big. You're coming right for me. Oh gosh, we absorbed that, didn't we? Yeah, we're not healing, and I don't know of any way to heal us. So I think our best bet is to just keep moving and avoid whatever the... Oh gosh, what have I run into? Absolutely nothing. Go. Go, little ship. Go, little ship. Avoid light spots on the water. Oh, water tornadoes. There's a name for those. It's not hurricane. I don't need to hear it. What is it? Cyclone? Water clone? Cyclone. Aqua clone. Yeah, we're going to die. We're going to die. There's no stopping this now. It's not just... We're doomed. Maybe this is what's supposed to happen. Full speed ahead, ship. Full speed ahead. Oh no. This is the end. Hold your breath and count to 10. Feel the earth move and then... Did we do it or did we die? Oh no, we killed ourselves! Oh, we're going to retry, don't worry. How far back is it going to take us? Just the beginning of the battle? We're going to have to do better. We're going to have to do a lot better. Cyclone, I think, is it, Maiko95. That's definitely it. Water spout. It's what the itsy bitsy spider crawls up. What's our new approach to this? How do we not die? Round 2. How to do it but not die. Use shielding, probably. Don't allow yourself to get hit by these guys and their constantly altering rate of speed. How often can I pop this? Is there a limit on that? I mean, so far it looks like I can just do it whenever, without any sort of penalty. But there's got to be a charge on that or something. Otherwise, you could just keep it up all the time. Maybe that's exactly what the game expects you to do. And in fact, what the game wants you to do. It's good. I don't know what happens if you hold it. Pro tip, don't die. Okay, thanks, Maiko95. That's helpful. Walkerhound says do better. That's a good tip, too. I hadn't thought about that one. I'm going to give that a try this time. So today, our objective is to do better. Honestly, that's just my objective at the start of every day. Just look back at the day before and then do better. Let's get into the midst of these guys, and then we're going to Raging Cannon them. That's not what I thought Raging Cannon was. I thought Raging Cannon was Wind Chaser, and I regret using it when I did. We do got him now, Goofy. I love your attitude. Keep that positivity up. We're going to need it. We're going to need it because we don't have them now. They're still alive, and I don't even see where to shoot that one. And this guy is about to just ram us from behind. Oh, look at that. He had a last-second change of heart. Probably because he realized I was about to shoot him. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. I think we've lost too much health already. Just keep bringing that up. We don't want a Wind Chaser now. We want to hold on to it. This guy. This one right here. He's one of the lower-level ships, but he knows what he's doing. He's very wisely keeping his most dangerous side away from us. I can respect that. I can respect a captain who knows what's up. All right, here's the big bad. Can you heal the ship? I cannot. It'd be great if you could, though, wouldn't it? Okay, full speed ahead. Even though we don't know where they're at. Oh, there they are. Okay, Wind Chasers. Just swing it back around at them and just start hammering them with Wind Chasers. Hey, we got a ship down doing that. It kind of worked a little bit. And now I think we just aggressively block. Shoot shadows out of the sky before they reach us. If you take out one, it forms some sort of a shadow shield situation. I think we just need to focus on this guy. Oof. Oof. If we can take out other ships, fine. But if we just take him out, I think that probably wins it for us, right? Oh, dadgummit, he turns into a ghost ship. Uncalled for. And now they're cyclones. Oh, jeez. They really sneak up on you over here. Wind Chaser them again, though. Probably would be better to do that when they're, like, you're closer to them. Really target the big one, though, Wind Chasers. I can't control the Wind Chasers, by the way. Once they start wind chasing, they kind of do their own thing. Dark screens. That's basically what's happening here. Do we try to take out one of the smaller ships, or do they respawn? Does anyone know? Does anyone have any suggestions? Kind of doing okay. I did almost run into a cyclone. They're respawning. They're going to come up behind us.
Fire!
Okay. Once again, they're all right here. And once again, we got Wind Chasers. I think if you look somewhere, it might target it. But I'm having trouble getting it to target what I actually want it to target. Alright, it's all alone now. It's just me and it. We've taken down all of its comrades. It's me and the big bad. I've still got half my health. I'm still rowing half a ship. Rowing. You know, as you do with giant ships, you row them. As opposed to, why would you utilize the power of the wind when you could just have some guys with oars? It worked for the Vikings for a while. Targeting. Oh. So anytime he teleports, though, I'm just assuming he's going to come back, and there's going to be him and all of his best mates. Here we go. We're heading right for him. See what I tell you? He returns with a vengeance. Raging cannons. I'm just running right into him right now, Goofy, and it seems to be working. It seems to be working pretty well. He's pretty low, but also we're now trapped here. Just keep popping that shield and moving forward, and hopefully we get away from them. Did he despawn? Ah, that's ideal, really. Just get him anywhere else other than right beside us. Oh, no, not right in front of us, though. Not right in front of us. That's not an improvement. Yeah, we're going to die again, I'm afraid. There's no way out of this. How could this happen indeed, Sora? How could this happen indeed? We did get a lot closer this time, though. This is the first time we've had, like, a series of deaths since we started playing. I don't even remember doing this when I played through the game for YouTube. I don't remember this fight at all. I feel like I would. Do better! Exclamation mark. Walker Hound, that's what I needed to hear. That is definitely what I needed to hear, because that's what I was doing wrong this whole time. I was doing better, but I didn't have that exclamation mark behind it. I didn't have that extra bit of pizzazz. How could this happen to me? I know, right? I know. I mean, someone needs to explain to Sora how sea combat works. How if you get shot a bunch, that's how you get sunk. Because clearly he doesn't know. He's real confused. By the way, I am going as fast as I think that I can go. I've pushed the stick all the way forward. And my speed doesn't show that it's all the way up, but I think it might only go faster if you use certain abilities. I'm trying to get rid of this guy's little ball. It's very well... He's keeping it away from me. He won't share his ball with me. I'm getting into my zone now. That's why I'm talking less. Getting into my mentally prepared for anguish and being upset about things zone. No matter what happens here today, this can't possibly end up being more frustrating than that time that we had to fight the boss in Beauty and the Beast. I can't even remember who we were fighting there. Do y'all remember that fight, though? That was a fun one, wasn't it? Remember on the bridge? Remember we were there? Like, we had a stream. I think it was maybe an hour long. And I thought we were done, and then we spent double the time of the stream fighting the boss at the end. That was frustrating. What was mostly frustrating about that, though, was that I didn't understand the mechanics. Whereas right now, I understand the mechanics. I'm just not sure how best to apply them. Or I do understand swim away and shield. I'm just doing it poorly and frustrating myself. And these guys aren't helping with their expert plays. I don't want to use one of my ship's powers right now, Goofy. I'm trying to save them for the big bad. Oh, hi there, you. Fine. Let's do Raging Cannons. That's a bit of wasted on these guys. That would have been better to save. Once again, though, I thought Raging Cannons was Wind Chasers. So I've made that mistake twice now. Wind Chasers is about to go, so I guess we'll pop it ahead of time. And then we've still got Tidal Wave. So we're going to take the enemy on. We can take him head on. Just going to go right for him, and we're going to Tidal Wave him. Assuming he doesn't teleport out of the way. See, he's gone. Now, here we go. All right, Tidal Wave. We're going to land right on the bow of the ship, or right on the deck of the ship, or whatever part of the ship is directly beneath us. Did we actually hit him? Oh my gosh, we hit his... Oh, we caused some damage with that one. We took out every ship that wasn't him! Oh, hot diggity dog. Full speed. Get to full speed. Bring us around. What have we hit? We've hit something. I don't know what. See, that's the problem. You can't even... You gotta pay super close attention to everything going on around you, because even when there aren't other ships to hit, there's something in the water. Possibly land. There's a lot of land, and water is known to have land in it from time to time. And under it. And in certain instances on top of it. It surprises you like that. Am I hitting, like, the barrier of the combat zone? Where are you? Okay. Where's he gonna show back up at? Where is he gonna show back up at? How many friends is he bringing with him? How big of a struggle is he gonna make this? Bring all of his friends. They're all here for playtime now. If we destroy his ship, I think that might charge up our special attacks faster. And that seems to be the way we're going to defeat him, is using specials. Sharks in the water, blood in the water, diamonds in the sky. I'm familiar with the song. I don't think that really has anything to do with what we're doing, though, or even what you're saying. Oh, yeah, good, good, good. Avoid the shadows. Get the little blue. Get a little blue. Get a little blue. Get a little blue. Hit him in the little blue. Hit little blue in his little blue. We got Tidal Wave again. Tidal Wave was very effective. Okay. Let's line up with them. Yeah! Okay, I'm very glad I didn't trigger Tidal Wave just then, because that would have ended poorly. So he just dissolved from existence again. Alright, let's see if we can take him and his entire crew out again. It worked the first time. I think we landed even better that time. We landed even better that time. I think we did more damage to him, and we definitely took out all of his guys. It'd be good if we could charge that ability up, though, more. I think you charge it up by defeating the other ships that spawn with him, and possibly by just dealing damage in general. Dad, come in here. Stop that. See, now I have nothing to use against him when he comes back. No specials, no tricks. It's just me and my very limited skills. Take out the blue. Take out his blue friend. Shields up. Shields. Keep them shields up. Who is responsible for shields? Oh my gosh, maybe that's what Donald's doing. Maybe Goofy is working the cannons and Donald is responsible for bringing up that shield. Because that's how his powers work. His very limited power set of being able to change our appearances and let us breathe underwater and have new clothes sometimes. What land? What land? What are you talking about? We've hit nothing. The game just hates me and wants me to lose again. That's what's happening there. Anytime it looks like I've hit something, that's just the game taking out its frustration on me for some reason. I don't know what I did to the game to deserve this kind of treatment. But there you are. Take out the green. Yes! Okay, so we took out one of his ships. And that charged up our little meter really quickly. Did he have 2 green ships, though? Should we just start shooting for him? I'm just talking now to fill the empty space. The void in my heart. I do a lot of talking to fill that void, sadly. Oh, Shrek, we've gone right into a cyclone. We're slightly on fire. HP's down to half. We're not doing too hot. It certainly feels like this is what happens before we die. Oh, they've got a whole new formation this time. Yes. Wind chaser time. I'm working on it, Donald. I'm working on it. That wasn't as effective as I had hoped it would be. I think he's only got 2 little red balls left, though. Should I just go for those? So torn. Tidal wave. Tidal wave.
Here we go.
This might be it. This could be it. I don't think this is going to be it. Effective, though. Did not take down Little Green. Little Green was further away. Oh, I should have saved it. If I'd realized they were going to dematerialize immediately afterward, I would have saved it. Yeah, this is how we died last time. Was charging in when they were in this orientation and just being picked apart by pure number of cannons. And I guess vicinity to those cannons. Pull away. Pull away. Oh. We got wind chasers again.
I call wins.
Yep, we're getting critical. We don't have them now, Goofy. What a silly thing to say. Oh gosh, the sounds. The sounds. It's torture. It's torture. It's the sound of defeat, death, failure. I don't even know where they are anymore. This is going to be the death of me. Just constantly popping defense now. Darn right, I got it. Get Little Green over there. Could just get Little Green. Little Red, the red ship's almost down too. Oh, Cyclone, please no. Cyclone, don't you know? I'm just going to start firing on him because he's got 1 health bar now. Oh, no! We're too close! Wind Chaser! No, we don't! We're going to get taken out! Oh, I got him! You can't defend, by the way, in moments like that when you're doing your special. Oh, good. They look like they're feeling like how I'm feeling. Thank you, Walker Hound. Woohoo, indeed.
Battle to Shipwreck Cove. Fast.
Sure thing, Donald and Goofy. Sure thing. To Shipwreck Cove. Fast. Full speed ahead. Thank you, Mike 095. Man, we should just take a break after something like that. Knocking on death's door right there. The cheerleading helped a ton. Thank you, yes. Lead the target. Roll Tide. Rah, rah, rah. That's all from Walker Hound during the fight. It was great. Just low-key take a nap over here. Zoom off to Betty by time.
Huh? Guys, are you okay?
Donald's face just there should be a meme. That should be a meme.
We've all been quite worried about you.
Huh? Isn't that...
Sora?
Where's Jack? And Tia Dalma?
I'm afraid you've missed a few things while you've been gone.
Are we at the point now where Tia Dalma turned into a giant and then dissolved into crabs?
Yes. And Beckett commands Davy Jones and the Flying Dutchman.
Oh. Barbossa thought we could defeat them if we released Calypso, the goddess of the sea, who was really Tia Dalma, bound in human form. But it didn't work.
Aye, a fickle goddess Calypso be.
So what now?
Nothing. Our final hope has failed us.
Use that key to free me, Sora, and you have my most certain promise. All the power under sea you ever wished for be yours.
So, Tia Dalma was Calypso. She's the one who was helping us.
Weird glimpse inside of his head just then.
And you know what? I think that she might just be able to help us again.
You should share these thoughts with people, Sora.
Now, we can all fight together. The sea belongs to everyone.
I said that. Don't copy my expressions.
Huh? You did?
Sometimes it just goes in one ear and right out the other.
Wait, really?
Yes!
I don't remember him saying it either.
It's not over. There's still hope for us.
Elizabeth Swann is the least Keira Knightley looking of the entire... Like, everyone else in the cast looks pretty on point. The way I was phrasing that sentence to start with made it sound like everyone should look like Keira Knightley. She looks the least like the actress. All the other characters are really spot on, I think.
Be looking here to us, to the Black Pearl to lead, and they will see free men and freedom. Our enemy will see the flash of our cannons and hear the ring of our swords, and they will see the courage of our hearts as we succeed and they fail. Gentlemen, hoist the
Maybe put up a flag while you're at it. Just an idea. All right, boss time. Michael995 says, the cyclone, hurricane, typhoon, my friends, is a result of global warming. I would argue global warming is a result of Tia Dolma being released back into the ocean. She's mad at the world. She's mad at the world. She's heating it up. It's all that anger and fury. It's just constantly leaching out of her because they kept her stuck in human form for so long. However long she was in. It's weird that in this world of Pirates of the Caribbean, the Aztecs could curse gold, mermaids exist, there's a goddess of the sea, but also I'm pretty sure Poseidon has a trident in the fifth one.
If it's a black box.
I guess just any myth or rumor about the sea is true. But also it's canon in Pirates of the Caribbean 4 that mermaids are the descendants of people who were left out of the Ark during Noah's flood. And instead of drowning, mutated into mer people. That's canon in the fourth one. So the Bible is canon in Pirates of the Caribbean, as is cursed Aztec gold, mermaids, Poseidon's trident. It's a strange, strange world. There's a goddess of the sea from a completely different pantheon of gods, as far as I know. Maybe not. Maybe I don't know. What are they from? Calypso and Poseidon, they all sound vaguely Greek. Probably same pantheon. Guess I mean Zeus is real. He's Greek, right? Hercules. Oh my. Well, no, Hercules is real. This is the first world in the game. Which begs the question, is this just the same world as Hercules? But in the future? I don't know. Is this the same world as Peter Pan, but in the past? I don't know. You know, there's lots of Earths in Kingdom Hearts. That seem to be the only difference is being time, so it's a weird game. Maybe we shouldn't be questioning these things. Take these bad boys out. I'm supposed to be using Simba as well, I think, to do a lot of damage to Davy Jones. Oh yeah, we gotta hit his red target and he'll go away, I think. Also, we gotta remember to shield. Hi there, you! Get out of here. Can you just keep shooting him now, or do you shoot through him? Yeah. This is a real slow burn. This guy has all, and I mean all of the health bars. Sometimes he has shield tentacles that come up, you know, as you do from time to time. We've all had a few shield tentacles. Oh, no, bad time to use raging cannons when there's tentacles in the way of the tentacles. It's weird that it has extra tentacles to defend its central tentacles, and you can't damage the extra ones. The core tentacles, very susceptible to attack by cannon. The extra tentacles, though, completely impervious to assault. I don't understand this world or how it works. I don't know what he was shooting at. He certainly wasn't shooting at me. Maybe we're asking too many questions. I don't know if the world is designed to sustain that number or that amount of what is the term? Scrutiny? Scrutiny. Almost said extrusion, but that's not it at all. Ooh, Shrek. He's still kind of far back. I don't know if I can hit him from here. Be great if we did, though. Really love that. I think we just need to keep an eye on him until he comes back. Gotta wait till we get raging cannons back, and then we can really do some damage. backside. Yeah, of course I did, Donald. Look who you're talking to. Alright. He is down to 1 health bar. We got him! Clean and easy. Very clean and easy. But now I think we do have to board the Dutchman and fight the Dutchman. No, we board the Flying Dutchman and we fight Davy Jones. It's confusing. I get this world's lore confused with the SpongeBob lore, where the Flying Dutchman is a character, and he takes you to Davy Jones's locker, and his ship is called something else. I can't remember what. I'm pretty sure I've got that right.
You must be mistaken.
This is a great moment, though.
I'll not be giving you anything.
Then I invoke the right of parley.
No. No parley. Look around. We're a little busy. And besides, I've already got all that I want, mate.
What a pirate. What a man.
Yep.
Get him some gum or some mints or something. That awkward moment when...
Are you lost? Prisoners don't belong on deck. Your station is in the brig!
We're here!
Just in time, too. Sora's got the power of good timing.
Tables have turned, mate.
Hardly. Just a few more nuggets to join my crew!
Alright, so here we go. We want to use Simba. I've never used Simba before, so I don't know what he does. Which one is he? King's Flare? Guess that's him. Where did Davy Jones go, though? Okay, Simba. Get on out here, mate. Don't know how to use him. Don't know what he does. Oh, he looks mean, though. He's angry! Alright, bad kitty. Oh! Alright. What the Shrek is this? You just jump and you land and it deals damage. How good is this? Okay, can we swap? What does that do? That does that. Fire Leap is pretty solid. Yeah. Why haven't we been using this the whole game? And then what is our finisher? Just a massive fireball? It's cool, but it didn't do all that much damage to him. I think we're supposed to use it with the tentacles, though. Which we didn't do. I think that was specifically what Halrondo told us to use them for, and instead, we used them for just general shenanigans. So, gonna get comments about that, I'm sure. Come on, Jack. Let's take this guy down. Let's use some Cold Claws, which is the last thing he'll expect. He's a pirate. He's from warm waters. Oh, dear. We might have to use our next bit of magic for a heal, because I don't want to waste my potions this early on in the fight. Oh, who healed me just then, Donald? Was that you? Was that you doing a useful thing? It's so rare for Donald to do anything worthwhile or, you know, worthy of mention that I oftentimes forget what it looks like. Blizzard Blazes? Our blades? We've got something called Never Fear, which is, I think, where we do a rotation. Okay, Cyclone's coming back. So this is where we want to use King's Flare to take these guys out. Skip the sequence. We know what to do. Just hop around and totally wreck these guys. Right? I don't even know if we need to worry about doing that, although that did a lot of damage. Yeah, we're doing this correctly for sure. This is what Hal had in mind. I'm almost positive. I think they're gone. We've done it. All right. Where? Oh! But where is Davy Jones? Oh, we did do damage to him. Did a full bar of damage to him, too. What? Where did he disappeared into the ship? What a captain! You know, they talk about getting lost in your role, but this guy actually got lost in his own ship, and I think that that's the sign of a good captain or a really terrible one. To be clear, he didn't get lost inside, like trying to navigate. He just dissolved into it, and I think if you can dissolve into your own ship, it's probably a good sign for you. Oh no, he's brought these things back though. I thought we were done with these. What's my finisher do? Is this going to in any way get rid of all these tentacles? I had a joke there. Had a joke there, but we're not going to go there. Probably should have saved that for fighting Davy Jones. Okay. You know what? No! King's Flare. Almost at 8-bit. Almost. Is Davy Jones down here with me? He is, so he's also getting this fire. Good. I think we're too far away from those tentacles up there, though, to deal them any damage. I guess it's sort of universal. Get back down here, mate. Get back down here. Stop hiding from me. Let's hop up there and do our finisher. Now we're going to get him. He's dead center on us unless he teleports out before this explodes, which he did. He took no damage from that. He got out of the way just in time. Oh, Shrek you, Davy Jones. I'm trying to play games, and you're just not having it. Fine, me and Jack are going to go all spinny Beyblade on you. If we can just keep him in this corner, I think if you continue to deal damage, and he's constantly being knocked backwards, he can't get away from you. All right, so he's on his last health bar. We did it. We got it. We got Payback Strike, and our maximum HP increased. How about that, folks? Not bad.
Care to surrender?
The chest! Hand it over!
Don't do it, Jack.
Stay out of this, boy!
Stay out of it, boy. Boy, he looks determined. He's got those anime eyes. They're all like squidded down. Big deal now. I think it's all cutscene from here. I think we're going to be watching cutscenes for the next 10 minutes, folks. Without gameplay in Kingdom Hearts 3 fashion. When we're done here, we'll probably have some cutscenes with some nobodies. Everybody just relax your chairs backwards. We're going to be watching for a while now. Move to your resting positions. Ooh. Ooh, don't like that.
Horadana! You'll see no mercy from me!
That's why I brought this!
I don't remember it going like this in the movie, but it's been probably a decade. And that's not a joke since I watched this movie. What year did that come out?
I'm a heartless wretch!
His voice is great. The voice actor does a good job. What year did Pirates of the Caribbean 3 release?
Ah, love. A dreadful bond. And yet, so easily...
One moment, she says.
That's not true. I may still have a lot to learn about love.
Okay, then. Did we lose internet or something? It says I'm still live.
And it will take more than you to break up.
What year did Pirates of the Caribbean 3 release in theaters?
What does a whelp like you know about the heart?
Siri is failing me right now. She's an embarrassment to Apple and Steve Jobs. Seems like it was probably, what, 2007 maybe? Let's just Google it. When Apple fails, you go to Google.
Do you feel death? Do you?
Which one was that? Curse of the Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest. At World's End, yeah, 2007. I could believe that the last time I watched it would have been sometime in 2009.
We've been chasing the wrong box this whole time.
Heady tonic. Holding life and death in the palm of one's hand.
You're a cruel man, Jack Sparrow.
Cruel is a matter of perspective.
Is it?
Why isn't Harry Potter in this if it's all about the love? Well, the tragic truth is Warner Brothers owns Harry Potter movie and video game rights, unfortunately. Fun story, though. Fun background to the world of Harry Potter. Nintendo wanted to be the exclusive video game developers for the Harry Potter franchise, and they pushed really, really hard. They were courting J.K. Rowling like you wouldn't believe, trying to get the exclusive rights to create video games for Harry Potter. And she eventually turned them down. I think EA got the license. And, well, it was EA. Then Disney was trying to... They wanted the rights to a theme park attraction. They wanted Harry Potter World. So they began to court J.K. Rowling. But J.K. had a very specific demand. She wanted everyone entering the park to enter via train. And Disney told her, that is actually impossible. That would be a logistical nightmare. So she went with Universal, who put in a train. Do you have to take the train to get into the park? No. But the park does connect two separate areas. So you can go from Diagon Alley to Hogwarts. Why Disney didn't think of making that offer? Why Disney didn't go, hey, how about a train between two separate parks? I don't know. But Universal did. And they got the rights. And it's pretty cool. I've been to the stuff over there in Universal and in Orlando. It is pretty cool. I'm glad they got it, not Disney. I think it's good to have some diversity. If you asked me a few years ago, like right after the release of The Force Awakens, I'd be like, yeah, it's great. Disney can own everything. Disney's making no mistakes. I love Marvel. I love Star Wars. Let them own everything. Since then, they've made some mistakes. And I don't think that a monopoly in the entertainment industry is a good call. So. I am happy about them owning Titan AE now, though. With their big Fox acquisition, I assume they own Titan AE now, which means that we could very well get Titan AE in the next Kingdom Hearts game. And if it's Virum Rex, and Virum Rex goes to other worlds with Disney characters, how cool would it be if Virum Rex was a spin-off of Kingdom Hearts, and instead of going to Disney worlds, they went to the Fox worlds that they acquired from Fox, right? Disney acquired all these Fox licenses. So Virum Rex is like made by Square Enix, made by Tetsuya Nomura, and it just plays like a rip-off of Kingdom Hearts. So playing as Virum Rex and all his buddies, you're going to places like Titan AE and Anastasia and whatever else they made, whatever other animated atrocities they pumped out. Oh, that would be fantastic. I would love that. Titan AE is a great movie if you haven't seen it. I recommend it. You know what I am baffled by? They don't have Treasure Planet in any of these games. And I realize it was not a blockbuster. But if you can have Tron Legacy in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, you can put Treasure Planet in one of these games. It's not a great movie. But visually it is stunning. It looks incredible. And I think that it would fit in Kingdom Hearts. I think it would fit perfectly in the world of Kingdom Hearts. So make that happen, somebody. Maiko95 went to Universal Florida last year, and it was the best. It's really cool. Did you get some butterbeer? Got some butterbeer. It's great. If you like butterscotch, that is. And that's pretty much what it tastes like, just liquid butterscotch, which I am okay with. I don't think Jenna would like it.
Good business.
In the movie, he kind of walks down the stairs of the ship while everything is exploding around him. And it's meant to be symbolic of the fires and his world caving down around him. And he's just sort of in this trance of just disbelief. But at the end of the movie, one of my friends looked at me and goes, "How did he survive that?" I said, "What do you mean?" Goes, "There's no way he could have gotten through that. There was splinters and shrapnel flying all over the place." Like, no, man, I think it's supposed to be symbolic. I don't think you're expected to believe he really... No, he was walking right through it! Okay, well, you know, fair enough, I guess.
One day ashore, 10 years at sea. It's a steep price.
Well...
Your chariot awaits, Your Highness.
It's just real weird to have Donald and Goofy standing there. Sora, you can kind of look at and think, yeah, close enough. He's just a kid on the deck of a ship. The other two, though, they really stand out. It's like they were in front of a green screen and the rest of this was just added in the background in post. He doesn't, the Goofy in particular, look at his head. It just doesn't look like it's in the environment. Sora's does.
Jack. Thank you.
I think this animation is good enough for a a small film. I would watch an entire movie with just this animation. I think it's good enough for that. Especially if it was sort of a low-budget indie project. I mean, I understand this sort of animation is not cheap, but it's cheaper than a Pixar movie. And if, you know, this rolled out and it was a Kingdom Hearts movie and it looked like this, I would be okay with it. I would pay money for it. I would buy the Blu-ray and the digital edition. I'd buy them separately because I'd leave the Blu-ray shrink-wrapped on my shelf, raising the question as to whether or not the Blu-ray was even in the case.
And I'm going to find them.
Oof. Is our ship going to turn into crabs too now? Oh my gosh, it is! Don't remember that, but okay. Yeah, that's a thing that just happened. Lest we forget the time everything turned into crabs. Well, that was beautiful. That was the Caribbean, everyone. We did it. Pats on the back all around. And we unlocked the Wheel of Fate. I liked this Keyblade a lot. I used it quite a bit in my playthrough on YouTube. I think I went to the end game with it. Not the film. I didn't bring a Keyblade to end game. If I could have, I would. I don't have a giant Keyblade. Ah, cool. I'm down for an Axel cutscene. I complain about the cutscenes, but these are really good.
Huh? Hey, liking the look. Cut your hair, too.
Mm-hmm. So you gonna try yours on?
I don't know. Maybe later.
Is his also pink?
But you always wear the same thing.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I mean, it's got huge chains and zippers, though.
I make myself easy to remember.
Yeah, but your hair can do that.
How thoughtful.
I mean, you could be wearing anything and I could pick you out from a crowd. Look at that hair.
Really?
Look at those eyebrows. Do my eyebrows go that close in? I guess they do. The work you gotta do to maintain those is insane.
Somewhere inside me is Naminé. If we can free Roxas, we can free her too.
I guess so.
Naminé was made when Sora freed me from his heart.
He ain't thinking about Naminé, though.
Now that she's a part of me again, I figured all was right. But she can't look at this forest, feel the wind on her face. None of it. And if she could, it would be different for her. Her time was short, but she lived it, and that makes it hers. What right did I have to take those feelings and experiences back? They don't belong to me. Nothing's as it should be. Not for
Where's the ice cream? Good question, Mike095.
I know.
You gotta be sitting in the clock tower to get ice cream. Those are the rules. Ice cream anywhere else is just criminal.
When I was a kid, I met this other weird kid. Somehow we became
sea salt ice cream. Don't you mean sea salt photos?
Never saw him again. Nearly forgot about him too. Then I met Roxas. Couldn't believe it. The two of them were identical. Oh, I didn't tell Roxas. Didn't want him to go vanishing on me too. The kid's name was Ventus. He's one of the lost Keyblade wielders we're looking for. Think he's still got me memorized?
Oh yeah, very memorized.
I mean, with that hair, how could he forget? If I could get my hair like that, that is what my hair would look like.
Well,
I'd have to grow it out a lot more, though, and I don't know how to get it into those spikes. I've tried. Is there an instrument for that? A tool of some kind? Like a hair shaper? No, I don't have it memorized yet, Mike, but if I play the game a few more times, I'll get it memorized. Oh, it's still going. It's still going. Go! Is this where I have to fight Aqua? Are we just going right into that? I wasn't expecting that tonight.
Quick,
I was told I could defeat this by using aerial. Oh no. Oh no. Mickey's dead. Rip in peace, Mickey.
Mickey!
He's gone now, Riku, and you're next. I think I have to play as Riku now. I think we're going right into that. You still in the pirate world? Well, Walker Hound, we did finish the pirate world. I'm not sure what the game expects from me next, though. I thought it was going to take me to an area where I could save and then close the stream, but it's certainly starting to look like I'm about to be Riku fighting a demon tide, which is not what I thought I would be doing. I thought the stream would be wrapping up by now, as we are now almost 2.5 hours in. Oh no, good. We're cutting away to yet another cutscene. Cutscenes. The lifeblood of Kingdom Hearts 3. At least half of your playtime will be spent watching cutscenes. Got a lot of story to wrap up. I'll forgive them. I don't want to skip them.
It's about time.
Because I've forgotten a lot of them. I'd like to fast forward them, though. Is there a way to watch them at double speed? That would be a good addition. If you're just kind of watching the cutscenes as a refresher. I'd love that. Why do we get these dramatic fade to blacks only to fade back in and watch the same scene continue from a different angle? What is this, 2002? We can do better, people. We're on the PlayStation 4 for crying out loud. There was never a Kingdom Hearts game on PS3, was there? I know that they released the 1.5 and then separately 2.5, but they never released a Kingdom Hearts 3 Kingdom Hearts game, and they barely got this one out before the PS5. That's coming out, what, Christmas next year, most people are thinking? It's like the end of the Lord of the Rings. I like the end of the Lord of the Rings, though.
Yes, you have.
Also, the end of the Lord of the Rings doesn't take 30 hours to complete. I would love if it did, though. I'd love that.
I told you I did.
Fade to black, a new scene. There's a lot of ground to cover there. That was an epic.
Put a stop to the research. And that makes
I
you
love those
honorable.
films.
You used Roxas and Naminé and threw them away. I doubt there's a merciful bone in your body.
Watched them through a few months ago, but I'd watch them through again.
Now show me the data you are hiding here.
Roxas and Naminé. If there is any reason that I still draw breath, it is to atone for what I did to them.
He said Roxas.
Very well spotted.
That man needs us.
Right. Yeah.
If you do find the girl, what is it that you expect will happen?
The child's memory holds a mystery to unravel. One concerning the battle we seek between light and darkness. You know something, and that is why you stopped the experiments.
You are completely deluded, Xehanort.
We shall soon see.
Yoo-hoo!
Dun, dun, dun.
Excuse me!
Who are you?
Oh, well, I'm looking for a friend who used to live here.
No one lives here. Be gone.
But
I like that he's the type of villain who won't just immediately murder a child.
Get out.
He's giving them the opportunity to leave.
This way.
This was a cool moment from the trailer, and it's still a cool moment in game. Ooh. Isn't that terrible? If you don't know the end of this game, that'll make sense later. I'm pretty happy with the pun, though. Oh, that is terrible.
the squiggly things?
The squiggly things. With the booties. I didn't notice the booties before. What are those? See, now those are the nobodies. So sometimes a nobody will just look like a normal person with all of its memories, unless they're weak of heart or whatever, and then they just turn into those zipper-faced creatures, and they just kind of wiggle around a bit.
This is treason.
They're usually bad guys.
I see what is happening. Have it your way, then.
But someone is controlling them for good. Who could it be? They do have zipper for mouths. Yes, Mike095. That is a fact. That is canon in the world of Kingdom Hearts. I've never seen them zip closed, though. I imagine that'd be a much easier way to defeat them as opposed to rolling by behind them and hitting them in the back, which is what you do in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay? Yeah, I think.
Nobody knows the twists and turns of Twilight Town better than us.
Of course more cutscenes, Walker Hound. This is a movie. What did you think this was? Some kind of video game?
That's right. So you know him too?
Oh, yes. Quite well.
Pay dirt. Guess it was worth staking out the old mansion after all, because this guy here is what I call a lead.
That's the only proof we have that Roxas was our friend.
Tell us about him. We want to know him better.
My dear master.
He's about yay tall. Sora-looking hair.
Evan, is that you? So, those nobodies were your doing.
There's a sentence you don't hear every day.
I have been waiting for this. Gave up a normal life in order to plant myself in the organization. And when I heard Xehanort had...
He's a mole! Well, he's a human. Well, he's a nobody.
To find you as well.
They look like Tron rejects? The Tron world from Kingdom Hearts 2 looks like a Tron reject. I said it. I don't think we're done with cutscenes yet. Just buckle up. I'm just warning you. Oh, that sounds like overworld theme. Hey! We did it. There was a Tron world, so there was a couple. In Kingdom Hearts 2, it had a Tron world based on the original film. And then in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, they had a Tron Legacy world. For some reason. I don't know. Maybe they're just big fans of Tron. We've done it, folks. We've done it. We've nailed it. It's been an absolute blast. But now, I want to go to bed. So, thank y'all for tuning in. I'd show you the back of my shirt where it has my closing. But, I don't know. Until next time, thank you folks for watching. God bless you. And I'll see you later. Bye! How about that? Thank you for tuning in, though. Thank you, Mike095, for the bits earlier in the stream that I missed during an intense air battle. I do appreciate that. Thank you, Walker-Hound and Mike095, for sticking around and keeping the chat alive, keeping me entertained, as I hopefully kept y'all entertained. Mike095, I wish you well with your finals. I think is what they're called, your standardized testing. And I hope in 3 months when you get those back, they are all aces. Or 100s. Or whatever. You know what I mean. Walker-Hound, hope you have a good one. Say hello to the family for me, unless none of them know who I am. In which case, buy them some more bandages. They seem to like the bandages. Maybe, remember that when Christmas rolls around. Bandages are an ace choice. Thank you folks for watching. God bless, and I'll see you later. Bye.
Thank you so much for joining us during this live stream. If you enjoyed it, please share it with a friend or loved one. They'll enjoy it as well, and think you are really cool for watching it. Also, big thanks to our patron supporters. Check out the link in the description, or head to patreon.com/howdyfolks to find out how you can become a patron or executive producer. Until next time, thank you folks for watching, God bless you, and we'll see you later.